Hey, Mossy733 or Mossy Man here for another stream today. We're going to be doing something a little different though. I know we've been playing a lot of other games like GTA, Minecraft, or anything else like that. But today we're going to be playing Ark Survival Evolved. Now, I'm a huge fan of Ark. Like, I've played a lot of Ark, especially recently. I know for me, personally, I've had a bit of problems recording, specifically with the capture size. So when I would go and like try to edit it, there'd be black bars on the sides. Hopefully there isn't. Y'all just tell me in chat if there is, and I can try and fix that. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start off. I just deleted the file that I did have for Scorched Earth because I've been playing personally. But I'm probably just gonna restart that since I just deleted it anyways. There's a couple of these things that I've changed up and moved around. So right here we have what the main differences I've changed is taming speed and like harvest rates, and that's just so that like it doesn't take forever because Ark is a big grind game where you have to find a lot of things. Hey Fresh Boy, good to see you. Oh yeah, and these are what I call my gamer goggles. I just got them. They block blue light so that I don't get as much eye strain or dryness in my eyes and stuff like that whenever I record or really whenever I play video games. Um, but this is just to help me really. There isn't much of a difference. They're not even prescription or anything. They literally just block blue light. And they look nice, and I'm happy with that. But they have a lot of gleam on them, when I'm noticing. And let's make our character. I want someone that's massive. Hair color. Oh, do y'all want to go with a funky hair color? I don't know. We can make it like yellow hair almost. I'm going for like a ginger color right here. But this is all kind of boring, so I'm tempted to like randomize it. Here, let's see how pale we can get this person. That's probably as pale as we can get it right there. Massive head. Like right there. This first part's a little slow just because customizing characters is always kind of fun to me. Oh wait, let me. Ooh. Make that. There it is. That's the one I want. Okay. We're basically just gonna make my man massive in every way that we can. So neck length up, up, up. What? Why are the hips so massive? Let me just. Oh goodness. We want to make him look good as well as also massive. So it's not like we can't just make him look like trash. Make him short? Yeah, we can make him short. Here, I'll make his torso height small. Oh, his hands and everything is. Wait, let's make his arms absolutely crazy large, and his legs as small as possible, but still super buff. Okay, does this work for y'all? Cause I like it. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. Yeah, this is our character. Mossy Man. And okay, so because I've been playing this a lot, we are going to be spawning in the hardest area to spawn. I already have a good idea of where I want to set up because that's where I was set up earlier. But yeah, it's make him a potato. Nah, we got a buff potato. That's how it works. Hey, good to see you, Peter. Yeah, we're playing Ark Survival Evolved, and that's our character for today. Oh, I wonder if this saved anything, because I tried to delete everything off of this file, because I'd already been playing it for a lot, especially recently. Fun stuff. Very excited because I have been playing this so much, like honestly to an unhealthy amount of time. That over there is an equus, or an equus. It's actually a horse, basically. See, that white drop is something we can pick up. Problem is we have to get down there, and that's actually where I had my base. It was behind that big rock you see right there. Mr. Midget Boy, yeah. That wouldn't be a bad name. I already named him, though. But yeah, the nickname we'll call him by is Mr. Midget Boy. Okay, so my hope is to tame something pretty quickly. So let's go ahead and just immediately start thinking of good names for dinosaurs. I'm guessing the first tame I'll get is probably going to be... Ooh, that's a Microraptor over there. The turkey-looking thing over there, they're actually kind of... Ooh, no. The funny thing is they're actually kind of dangerous, especially at a level like this, because it'll blind you, and then it'll, you know, slowly kill you. Ooh. Just trying not to die. The funny thing is, in this hard area, like, y'all haven't seen many dinosaurs yet, but if we wait around long enough, we're more than likely going to get killed either by panthers, direwolves, thorny dragons, really just, you name it. There's some stuff out here that's going to kill us. Honestly, the first thing we're probably going to tame is a Pulmia scorpus, or whatever. I can't pronounce all the dinosaur names. But it is a, I'm going to increase my health so I have a better chance of falling and not dying immediately. Because our main goal is just to get down there right now. Okay, that's a panther over there on that ledge. Alright, see you later, Peter. Tackling? Tackling? What? Yeah, I'm not sure where you're going with that, fresh boy. Let's see. So it hurts us a little bit to do this, but it's kind of necessary because we need certain things to build, like, this stuff. So we need more thatch. Need more wood. And we'll get that eventually, but for now, I'm still worried about just getting down there. Thatch. So that's all the thatch we need. Ooh, but we're getting dehydrated. This is the reason why it's the hardest start file. And honestly, we might see our first death here in a second. Because I got to get down there, and the best way to do it is to go this way first, because there's a ledge that we can jump down to. But that right there is a panther that's going to kill us any second. Here he goes. Hey, buddy. Jump over it and keep running. It's actually a saber tooth. Oh, that pig's even more dangerous. That's the funny thing. See, this is where we die. This bug thing right here is actually the first flying dinosaur that I got. And it just saved us there for a second until, you know, everything else came crashing down on top of us. But yeah, this is the reason why it's one of the hardest spawns. Obviously, y'all saw the dinosaurs, but as things go down, as things go on, it'll get even worse. So they'll get higher level dinosaurs to kill us even faster, and even more dinosaurs that spawn. I'm going to try this direction because I've gone this direction once or twice, and I don't know if I lived during those times because I've died so many times. Obviously, not yet, but I've died so many times, like, on Scorched Earth because, like, it's so easy to die. Oh, hey, Earth. Good to see you, man. Hey, Michael. Welcome to the stream. We're just playing Ark, having fun, trying not to die, trying our best to get down to a point where we can keep going forward. Okay, so this hasn't always worked, but sometimes if you hit a tree correctly and you punch it, it'll throw you in a direction where you won't die immediately from the fall. I'm tempted to go for that ledge there, but there's a good chance I'll just miss it and fall. See right here, we're jammed. So we can kind of walk around. There we go. See, I've learned a lot about not dying from falls. That right there is a terror bird, though. We'll die immediately if we get down there, because those things are vicious. Yeah, it's weird because... Wow, you hide. Yeah, I try to acknowledge that. I try to talk to y'all as much as possible. I will mention the latency is still normal, which means it's going to be like 30 seconds before I see the, like, what y'all see on the video is something I've seen 30 seconds ago is the best way I can explain it to you. And the reason why it's like that is to make sure y'all don't go through any buffering and stuff like that. So if it takes me a second to respond to y'all, that's why. Yeah, I'm not ignoring you. It's just, It takes a minute sometimes. But yeah. Oh, that right there is a terror bird. That's what you just heard. I do like to talk to chat, so just whenever y'all have something to say, go ahead and put it up there. Okay. My plan for getting around this is not. Yeah, I don't have a plan to get around that, because basically, Ark is one of those games where getting started is the hardest part. But once you get started, certain things become a lot easier. So the point where I was at before I started over for the stream was to a point where I could jump down there with a pike, which is basically just a metal spear, and I could kill it by hand, because of, like, my character levels up. Because as you level up, you can put points towards your health, stamina, oxygen, all that stuff, and I had a lot towards melee and health. I had a lot towards like weight and stamina as well, but mainly melee and health. These are just skins right here that we can put on like saddles and stuff. That's useless right now, especially if we can't even make it down. I just want to see, where did he go? Okay, I'm not seeing him. Hearing things though. Alright, see you in a bit, fresh boy. Okay, we're just gonna go. Oh, yeah, he's close. So this right here is an explorer's note. I'm going for it because it'll give us experience points, among other things. So we just got 6 levels from that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pump movement speed and stamina. That way, even though we won't be able to survive, like obviously it'd be like cool if we pumped our health. That way we would survive certain attacks and stuff. This way we can run away from things a little bit easier. That hog right there is very dangerous. It sounds dumb, but pigs, the one down there and the one over there, are very dangerous because they're aggressive. So if you get anywhere close to them and they see you, they'll try to kill you, just like happened with the panther. Ooh. That simple bed might have just made the stream. The reason why is because beds allow you to respawn in a specific place, meaning if we put a bed down where I want to camp out over there, we'll be able to respawn over there instead of having to climb down the hill every single time and losing half our health by the time we get down here. So we're going to have to go for like a scary run or scary jog across the valley. I see a saber-tooth over there. Yeah, what I was calling a panther earlier, that's actually a saber-tooth, sorry. I see Terrorberg. I see a capro, which is actually just a type of alligator, basically, but it jumps. I don't know where that hog went, and it's scaring me. I'm betting it's somewhere behind this rock, though. I'm gonna run over here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. For some reason... Oh, okay. That scared me. This is a water bug. You can drink water straight from it. That over there is probably going to be one of our first tames, that big scorpion. That right there that's about to kill us is called a dire wolf. I had 4 in my last file. They're actually really good tames. And if you get a group of them tamed, they have a group or a pack buff. They can climb up certain things, so that's kind of one of the glitches in the game. Ah, and that's sad because we actually had a bed in that one. This is how the first like 20 minutes is going to go. We're just going to die over and over again. Which is annoying, grantedly. Oh, that's awesome, Earth. Yeah, I hope he likes it. Hey, this is a different explorer's note. More levels. So that's kind of the cooler thing. On the island, which is the original one, they had... I don't know if they added explorer notes, but they didn't originally have them. And that's one of the cool things about some of these DLCs, because Scorched Earth is a DLC to Ark. They have explorer notes, and what that does is it obviously lets you level up a little bit quicker. It adds another feature in the game where you can go and find explorer notes and like search for them and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like a cool thing that you can go and find. And Aberration, honestly, their explorer notes are kind of overpowered. Because like I was in the same situation like this in Aberration, except I was like at level 60 or something like that, because of how quickly it leveled up. What level are we? We're level 11 already, so good job, everyone. When I left off the file that was on this one beforehand, we were level 50. So we're like a fifth of the way there almost. But the thing is, obviously the levels get harder. It gets harder and harder to level up because it takes more and more experience each time. Oh. There's glitches in this. So, okay, there we go. Yeah, there's a handful of like areas you can get stuck, especially if you don't have a way to like mine your way out of them. Idiot. That's a terror bird that just went flying over my head off the cliff. He's gonna live because they don't actually deal much like fall damage. No. That's another terror bird on a ledge that I normally use to get down. Let's see if I can attract him over here first before I go down. Come here, buddy. He's right underneath me. That's not good. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this is the reason why I wanted to get that bed down. It's because, oh, and that's a cat. No, that's a thorny dragon. So, oh, and that's a pig. Okay, thorny dragons have two main attacks. Obviously, their maul attack. That's a dire wolf that's coming my direction. I'm just gonna have to make a sprint for it. Thorny dragons have two main attacks. Their maul, which is like basically, oh, I'm gonna run up on your face and scratch and bite you and stuff like that. And then their second main attack is they shoot thorns at you. They fling their tail and shoot thorns at you that poison you. And poison in this game honestly doesn't do that much, but it takes your stamina away. And that's the big problem. We're gonna have to try and use that tree trick again. There's a dire wolf down there, so it's, oh. And there was a terror bird. Yeah, the terror bird's eating us right now. So there's a lot of advantages and disadvantages to starting in the hardest area on the map. Advantage, there's more resources. It's easier to find good tames. You're more likely to find like metal and things like that, and obsidian. Like literally, there are metal and obsidian like nodes and like mineral deposits right on that mountain right there. And once we get certain tames, it'll be really easy to get there. But until then, we have to face off the bad part of starting up north, which is the hardest part, or the hardest area to start off in. And that is, for one, it's it's a very aggressive climate, so you're gonna meet a lot of like dinosaurs that are likely to eat you. And two, it's like geography is not exactly the easiest to deal with. Let's say I knew I had a path over here, just couldn't remember where it was. There we go. Last time I tried jumping, that part of it doesn't always work. Or last time I jumped down instead of jumping across. Which seems like it might still be my best option, but I'm seeing a pack of at least. Oh, okay. We might have to do this the boring way, which is okay, so I'm dead right here. If we run down, like down the side of it, there is a low point that lets you in on both sides. And we might try that. The only problem is I know where a stone element is, or a rock element. Rock elements are like rock golems. They're not very friendly. Oh, great. We already have a terror bird on us. Yeah. So if we take down this ramp... Oh, and also Scorched Earth is really interesting DLC because it has things like heat waves. We're not experiencing a heat wave right now, but we are overheating, and we are going to lose health from that. So we're already really low on health, even though we haven't taken any damage from anything. These right here are cactuses. We get cactus sap from it, which is really helpful. Yeah, there we go. Terror bird got up to us. They're really fast. Yeah, so as you can see, there is, 3 different main sections. There's your Midlands and your South, which is easy. Then you get into different parts of the Midlands and South, which is medium. And then everything north is hard. And that's just kind of how it is. So yeah. So basically, up here is always going to be the harder spawn than down here. And beaches, for example, you're not going to have nearly as many like aggressive spawns like Carnos, stuff like that. But obviously, since we're in Scorched Earth, we don't exactly have beaches like that, so it's just represented as north and south. Okay. Ooh, cactuses. Okay, cactuses have cactus sap in them, which you can use to eat, which gives you a little bit of hydration, as well as also keeps you, um, you know, from dying, basically. You can also use cactus sap with sand to make clay, which we're going to need to make adobe. Adobe is the, like, choice material to make your houses out of, because it's insulation. Oh, I was about to say that could have been bad. The weird thing is, from like climbing up and down hills, sometimes your depth perception is a little off, and you're like, oh, I can make that jump perfectly fine, and then you like absolutely die when you try it. Dokie. Eating cactus sap. I'm not even gonna go for my dead body. I'm just gonna keep going this way. Okay, there are certain rocks that turn into what's called a rock element, which I basically call stone golems. There was one. Oh no. Those are bugs that just flew past us. There was one around here last map. These terror birds are dead. We have anklos. Nice. Okay, an anklo is that thing right there. They're passive for the most part. Don't get too close to them. Don't hit them, and they won't care. But if you hit them or get too close to them, they'll beat you up, basically. Okay. Oh no. That is a Capra that is chasing after us. It has 2 main attacks. The maul attack that I was talking about earlier, and then its second main attack is it leaps and jumps at you, and it can grab you in its mouth, and it also poisons you. Similar to the Thorny Dragon. Over there, what we just ran away from, it's called a Titan Boa. Its main attack is its poison. It lurches at you and bites. Each time it bites you, it puts more poison in you, which causes your torpidity to go up, which means you're going to fall asleep soon. 2 Titan Boas. And down they go. Nice. What? I hate these things. They're so annoying. Okay. They can also poison you, except bugs are more of just an annoyance, because all they do is give you chitin and die. Okay. This is where I set up my house last time, and it is literally like an amazing spot, because we can go up to that ledge right there and shoot at things down here, especially those 2 Titan bows that can't get up to us from here, or from where they are right now. I'm just going to eat all my cactus sap, and hope we can build some things before we die. Okay. So, we need thatch, wood, and stone. Okay, we have wood, thatch, I need stone. There's certain stones on the ground you can pick up. We're still missing 3 thatch. Great. I have to go punch a tree again. When you punch trees with no equipment, it hurts you, which isn't a great thing for you. What I will say about this game is I watched, like, this is one of the games that I watched hours of gameplay on, and I absolutely adore this game. So before I ever even started playing it, I already knew how to play most of it and how to do most things, because I'd watched so many hours. We don't need any of this stuff yet, because we have no use for it. Berry is good. That berry will knock you out. The narco berry, you mix it with rotten meat later on, and we can turn into narcotics, which we can make narco arrows, so we can knock out our own thing. But there's a couple different ways to knock things out. Okay, we need to learn some stuff. These are called engrams. This is how you learn things. We're not going to care for shoes, hats, or gloves right now. We can worry about that later. We need this, this, and at least this. And eventually that simple bed would be nice. But for right now, this is the main stuff we're going to need. And the first order of business is to make a thatch foundation, because once we have a thatch foundation, we can put down things like sleeping bags, beds, stuff like that, so we can actually respawn here. Because if we die again and we don't respawn here, we're going to have a, you know, you just saw how long it took us to get here, which is where our base of operations is going to be. The problem is this is the best place on this map for base of operations. And it sounds like we're dying of dehydration, which isn't that big of a problem yet, but it obviously will be later on. Just want to get this out of the way kind of quickly. We need to make our axe sooner. Alright. Once we get our axe, we're going to be able to get wood faster, which is going to help with our thatch foundation. Now we have a shirt. Nice. Clothing. We're going to need more fiber before we can make a more pants again. There we go. Nice. So we have another foundation and then like 2 walls. So we're not there yet, but we're getting there. I'm glad you like our progress so far. It is... Ark is a game that is based on like grinding and like collecting for kind of like long periods of time, honestly. So last time what I did was I stuck with a thatch material for building for way too long. And I got to a point where almost my whole base was set up in a thatch area, meaning it would have been hard to change to adobe, which is a better material. So this time what I'm going to try and do is keep my starter base, the thatch base, easy, and I dare to say almost worthless, because that way whenever we get enough materials to make adobe, we're going to have a lot easier time. Also, if you may see that there's stars in the top right of our corner, that is our torpidity. The higher it gets, the more likely it is we're going to pass out. The capro saw us and it's probably going to kill us. But at the very least we got our foundation down, so it's going to be a little bit easier. The reason why I bothered to go running is because 1, we needed water to not die, and 2, because of those terror birds we saw earlier, we might be able to get hide out of them. Hide is an essential material to make your sleeping bag, your simple bed, all that good stuff. That's the reason why it's so important. Oh, see, that's his main attack. He picks you up and jumps with you. Level 9, that's actually not a bad one. I had 2 of those. Those alligator things, I tamed 2 of those. I think we have hyenas next to us. Nope, that's a saber-tooth. Never mind. It's actually worse, because hyenas will sometimes not attack you if their group isn't big enough. Because if they have a small group with them, they're timid and they're less likely to attack because they think they might die. It's actually a really interesting bit of software that they did with it. We actually had a pretty good spawn on this time because we're already going down the hill. I don't think the saber-tooth is super close, perfect. And we were close enough to our bodies where we might be able to get our stuff back kind of quickly. We never made pants, did we? We can go ahead and make that now. Just need some more fiber. Later on, we can actually get something called a scythe. Or it's actually, no, it's called a sickle in this game. It's a little curved piece of metal and a handle. And it's just a handheld thing. You run up to bushes and you whack it, and you get a bunch of like fiber, which is really useful. But you need hundreds of it for certain things later on. So it's really useful to get. And every time we spawn, we pick those up because there's a way to disable them. I don't know how to do that. So I forget to look for it each time I make a new world. Also, so you might see hyenas running around our body right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's a group of 4, so they'll actually attack us. If it's a group of 2, or even like maybe 3, they won't attack us. because they're less likely to win. So the best way to deal with hyenas, if you're caught up in a group of them, is not run, because you're more likely to actually get overtaken and killed by them anyways. There's that panther that was, or saber-tooth that was chasing after us earlier. The best way to do it is actually trying to focus on one of the many, even if it's not the strongest, because if you take out one or two of them, they'll lose their courage basically to attack you. Also, they might sense me from where I am right now. Oh, I know that bug does. We're gonna have to turn around and face him in a bit if he continues to follow us. What's really annoying is one time a palmy loaf, I can't remember how to pronounce it, but it's like starts with a P and it basically looks like a beaver or a badger almost. And it hides in the ground, and anytime you get close to it, it jumps out of the ground, stuns you, and then kills you. And it can jump up really high and take you off of your mount, which is really annoying, you know, if you couldn't already guess. So, like, this one time I was coming back from, like, not really a mission, but I was basically just collecting resources. Coming back on one of my mounts, got knocked off of it, ran that direction to keep it away from the base, and then I ended up getting killed by it. And you can only respawn to your bed so many times within like a certain period of time. So what ended up happening was I died, respawned on my bed, died again, and before it makes you wait a bit of time before you can like respawn in the same place again. So I was basically stuck running down the hill again, even though I had a bed set up. So once we do get our bed set up, we're still going to obviously have to be careful to make sure we don't lose the items we get, and also to make sure that we don't get to a point where we have to run down the hill again, because I really hate that. Okay. Perfect. Oh, and that's a spear. Perfect. So we have one spear. The starting spears are kind of weak, very easy to break, so they're not exactly a super helpful item. But in the start, they are necessities. Because we will actually be able to defend ourselves and kill some certain things. Or certain things, not all things, obviously. More thatch. More thatch. This is what I talk about when it's just a big grind game. There's always something you have to go get. There's always, like, a task to be done. In a bit, we're probably going to, like, or at least once we get to a point where we can make it, we're going to want to make water skins right here, because water skins help for a couple different reasons. Water skins are things you can go take down and you can fill up with water. The only downside to them is they leak, so slowly you'll lose water in your water skin even if you just filled it up. Like, it'll slowly go down. It's not a huge issue. Oh, and I made a really simple base. This one will have doors on both sides, just to make it a little easy for me. Hopefully we'll be able to get certain things. So we can drop this, and even those. These are stem berries. They keep your stamina up, which sounds good and everything. The problem is they dehydrate you, and as you hear right now, dehydration does bad things. You can eat berries to try and help with it. If you eat too many narco berries, which I'm not going to eat narco berries, they can knock you out. So I'm mainly just eating other types of berries, tinto berries, berries, and then miho berries. And we ate some zool berries earlier, the blue ones. There's a lot in like Ark just to like take in. But it's still a really fun game. It's a Titan boa glitching about, because normally animals can't get up to that ledge. That's the reason why I like it. If we were to jump down and try and fight it right now, we'd probably die. Yeah, he's just chilling. As far as I'm aware, he can't get up here. Sadly, we won't be able to build desert cloth, desert clothes yet. Not until we're like level 25, even though they're super useful. Because desert cloth basically allow you to be out. Ooh! So what just happened right there is the game spawns animals in, So I guess the game was like, oh, you need to spawn animals in. And the way they spawn in is they just drop. You're not supposed to be able to see them drop in. Like, it's not supposed to happen like that. I'm going to go ahead and try and take this Titan bow on. Hopefully we don't die. Because if we do, then we are going to have to run back down the hill because we don't have a sleeping bag or anything. But if we kill it, we'll get hide, we'll get meat. We get a bunch of useful things. Problem is, even if we do kill it, there's a very good chance he's going to knock us out. I think he might be stuck. Oh, no. Well, he can still hit us. Yeah, we died. We got knocked out and then we died, so that one was only a level 4, but honestly, yeah, he's looking for a snack. I was the snack. Right. Something saw us and got angry. The funny thing is those little microraptors that are flying around, if you tame them, you can actually hold them above your head and use them like a little parachute. Like, you can use them like a little hang glider, basically. That's another anklo. That thing right there holds water, so if you tame them, you can use them like big, like water tankers, and you can just keep them around. I know that's what I did. And I will constantly reference to the file that I was playing on here, like, for the last couple days. Okay, there's Sabertooth. I'm really liking spawning, like, over here, because that's the easier way to get down. Because when we spawn way up there, it's really hard to get down to this level, and even a level past that. I wish the Sabertooth would move. Like, even if that one stayed put and that one moved, it would make it easier. See, he already saw us. That's one of the problems. Some of the animals have wider target radiuses, which basically just means they can track on, or they'll notice you sooner. Other animals you have to get a lot closer to, but Sabertooth are kind of one of the annoying ones. That doesn't seem right. Okay. We should be fine. And even if we're not, we're... Okay, that's a hog. I don't know if he noticed us or not. Some of them will make a very obvious noise. Direwolves will howl. That's direwolf over there. Oh. To call other ones over. When they're by themselves, they don't always howl, but they still sometimes do. Oh, see that pig? Yeah, they don't really make noise. They might growl a little bit. They won't always make noise, though. And what he's doing right now, that little wave, one, is weird because it actually tells me how close he is. Two, it heals him. So even if I was fighting him, it's hard to kill him because he heals himself. But they're also already tough, and they're also surprisingly strong. This is one of the annoying things. See how I'm always running out of water? Yeah, that's one of the, it's not new to Ark, but on Scorched Earth, it gets to a different level. Because on other ones, you still experience it, but it isn't nearly as bad. I'm gonna upgrade my water just because of that. Okay. Oh, that direwolf just saw us. He's also a pack leader. You can tell because of the yellow ring he has on him. There's his inferior, the yellow one, because you get orange and then yellow. So it's literally color coded for you. It's pretty easy. And also, like, when you tame them, it'll even say it. There's that scorpion we wanted to tame. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, hog. Oh, hello. Oh, a Daedon killed us. That's the big pig. That's the funny thing about Ark. Like, you die so many times. There's hardcore for Ark as well, There it is. I was about to say I heard it. And hardcore for Ark is it resets your levels every time you die. So it's not like you delete the file, you just delete your character. Dang, this one's fast. Because naturally, certain things will spawn in faster than others. Hey, K-Fizzy. Dude, that's awesome. Oh, this is a Moralitops. They're passive. They hold water. I can't get to it right now because I haven't tamed them. They're super awesome. I use them for passive shielding, which is... Passive shielding is a term that I use that basically just means I let other... whenever like a big animal or even like a terror bird or a saber-tooth is coming after me, if there's a Moralitops, I'll let the Moralitops get in between us. Because then it'll attack the Moralitops instead of me. Which, you know, even though I like Moralitops, it seems a little cruel, but sometimes they win. So, you know, it doesn't always matter. It's just another way of me staying alive. Anklo is a good sign. Anytime you see passive spawns being calm and wandering around, that's a good thing. Problem is, they can be calm and wandering around, still pretty close to other things, it just means there's not an angry thing right next to them. There are, the best way I can describe them is they kind of look like armadillos. I think they're called Dodicarus. And they're really cool. They're, most of the time, they're these little white, like, shell-looking creatures. And they have this big, spiky tail. And if you tame them, you can use them to, you know, hit rocks and get stone and stuff like that. Okay. That's a Capro. I know there's more to his name, but it's easier just to refer to them, like, with shorter names. I'm guessing there's another... Capros will naturally spawn close to that little pond area. Generally, I've seen them spawn out in the desert right there too, but you know, it is supposed to be like a randomized game. That in that corner right there is metal. Metal ore that spawns. Oh, that is a Gallimimus. They are passive creatures. That's still that Titan bow over there. Oh, that's why he was running. That's a Capro. That's a Terror bird. And there's hyenas behind him. This is... Why is there a mantis here? Okay, mantises are like... They're really hard to fight. And generally they stay out in the desert. Like, further out in the desert. I've never seen them in this area. And I've been playing for the past, like, 5 days on this file. Like, non-stop, basically. That is a Dodicarus right there. And this is a saber-tooth about to kill me. So, I know it's not really worth it right now, but if something's killing you in this game and you're able to hit it enough, sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll either already be hurt or you'll be really high in the melee damage, and you'll be able to hurt them enough, because once they get hurt enough, they'll actually run away. Because the thing is, there's a very good chance they'll kill you if they keep fighting, but in some cases, you can get them to start running away. In other cases, you might even just kill them. It depends on a lot of luck, if you happen to catch them at like a bad time when they were just attacked, or when they were just in a fight or something like that. Okay. Another thing about Ark is sometimes there are rocks that you can get on top of pretty easily and other animals can't. Sometimes it'll just take them a minute to figure out how to get up on here, but in the meantime you can think of ways to get down. That bridge over there, if we were able to get to it, there's water underneath it we could jump into. This one has water underneath it, that pond we were looking at earlier, but it's too far. See, that saber-tooth almost found its way up. So we have 2 terror birds, a saber-tooth, all trying to kill us. Oh, he found his way up. Luckily, little duck. I guess we'll just jump off for now. Yeah. You just hit me in midair, you idiot. What? That is the glitchiest thing I've ever seen happen. I've never, like, I've seen, like, glitches where you bounce off something, but I've never seen it just where, like, I jump straight down and live. That never happens. But I mean, I'm down for it if I can get it to happen again. It probably glitched because the terror bird hit me after we jumped off. That's what I'm guessing happened. Hate spawning all the way up here. Alright, see you in a bit. Ooh. That's the Desert Titan. As far as I'm aware. That's a big guy that you basically have no ability to kill right now. Seems legit. Yep. This bridge right here, we should be able to jump into this water underneath us. Which does not mean we will live. Because one, if we hit a shallow part, we'll die. Two, if we jump in and survive, we're still most likely going to get killed by something else down there. I see a parasaur, which is a good thing. That's the big, huge thing. That's not a parasaur, sorry. It's called something else. I can't remember exactly. Okay, we have to get a good jump. And that's for level 70 players and up, as far as I remember. It's looking pretty good. This might be a shallow area, so we might die. Yeah. Sometimes if you hit it correctly in a good place, you'll live, but not always. It was worth a shot. Where are we? Where are we? Okay, we're pretty close to where we just died. That's hilarious. So sometimes, like, you'll get spawned in, like, there'll be a spree of where it spawns you in the same place. And it's just kind of, it is, like, up to luck, because it randomizes, it does a pretty good job of randomizing as well. The only other time I've seen that Titan was, last file. I was flying, like, way over there, and I saw him. Okay. I might try crossing this bridge and going down on the other side, because I've never tried that. I've always tried to jump from this side down. I'm gonna let that saber-tooth just wander around for a second. Hopefully he's further enough to where he won't notice me. Let's go. Ooh, something's chasing me. Dire wolves. Okay. There's at least 2 of them. That's kind of a guess, but you know. Oh, yeah. So the funny thing is you can boost yourself off of rocks to go a little bit faster like that, just to make your jumps better. And your jumps carry you further than you're running. Unlike some games where you slow down when you jump, if you time it correctly, you can go a lot faster. But if you do it incorrectly, you can also slow yourself down. And of course, jumping takes stamina a lot, so you have to use it well. This down here, I cannot jump into and survive. But that's our little base down there. See how far down it is? How do you fly in this game? Okay, so obviously you can cheat and type in admin cheat space ghost. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. The way you fly in this game is you can either get to a point in aberration where you get wingsuits, or you can tame something like that big moth creature. I don't know if you were here for that. But it's a moth creature called a Limantria. You can fly on that. It looks like a moth, basically. And it's a flying creature, so you can tame dinosaurs that can fly, and you can ride the flying dinosaurs. I don't know if I'll survive this fall. I'm trying to look for a better fall. I guess this is the reason why I never tried going down on this side. It's not a very good way. Yeah, this isn't great. Okay. Yeah, I know for me, the first couple animals that I normally get are... Oh, okay, nice. Generally the scorpion, because it's the easiest one to tame. Because to tame a scorpion, you can knock it out pretty easily with a slingshot. Or with trank arrows. Let me see. This way over here. Nope. That way over there doesn't want me to go that way. There's a chance I'll survive this. Oof. Just barely. Literally. Oh my goodness. We basically survived with like 1 health out of 150. And I amped up my health to help us survive these falls just for that reason. Okay. We didn't tame anything, so those whistles don't do anything yet. Okay, and I'm gonna drop these to make sure I don't eat them right now. Oh wait, no, I wanted that fiber. Pick up the fiber. I'm gonna craft some pants for us. I'll get moving. We barely survived that. Not really. The main people I watch is Achievement Hunter, like Rooster Teeth Achievement Hunter, Let's Play. Yeah. Honestly, I watch a lot of YouTube, but it's mainly from like those 2 channels. I don't really vary too much. And right now I'm basically just munching down on berries to try and bring my health back up a little bit. So, you know, we don't die. Okay. And there's our humble abode over here. It has absolutely nothing inside of it. Yay, safety. We at least made it back. Yeah. Ooh. Dang, it's already almost been an hour. We are... Oof, it's already 8 in the fictional world. I mean, for me, it's... Wow, that's awesome. It's 8 where I am. Like 8 p.m. And it's 8 o'clock in the fictional, like in the virtual world that we're playing in right now. Very good timing on my part. Totally did it on purpose. That's a dire wolf over there if you see it. Big no bueno. Because they're actually very strong. Very likely to kill us. I'm not going to hide inside our humble abode. Because they can rip through it. Eventually. I mainly have that for like minor protection. And mainly just to set up a place to store things. And to set up a sleeping bag. Besides a cat or a dog, what will it be? Actually, my brothers and I talked about this a lot. We really like the idea of these big, like reptilian animals. I hate if this thing kills me. They're so annoying. And like low levels, like when you're a low level, it can do a lot of damage. Okay, a baby turtle. We were thinking about, well, specifically me. I was thinking about like one of the really big tortoises that can live like to 200 years old. Like those things are awesome. My older brother, he was thinking about a monitor lizard because a monitor lizard, the way they hunt is they wait for an opening, they bite you, and they just walk away. And they sit around and watch you. Because whenever they bite you, there's so much bacteria underneath their tongue and inside their mouth that it poisons you essentially. And it literally just waits for you to get to a point where you either can't fight back or where you just straight up die. And they're really messed up lizards and stuff like that. But my brother loves the idea of owning one. I have no idea why. It's just kind of like a joke that he has. That he like, I really like monitor lizards. But for us, Galapagos turtles. Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. But yeah, I'd love to own one of those. I mean, I don't want to right now. Because I, first off, do not have a place for it to go roam around. Like, it's not... I live in Texas. It's not exactly a great idea to just let it walk around in our backyard. I don't think it can really... I think it could probably survive in the environment. I don't think it would get along with the environment. Thatch. One more thatch. That boy be buff. Oh, yeah. Do you like our character that we made? We made him really short and really buff. Like, look how short this man is. This man's like 4'4", but he benches like 800 pounds. It was a good idea to make him really buff, but really short. I know I like to mess around with the characters a lot because the way your character look doesn't actually affect you. Like, you'll still jump the exact same height. Oh, I'm crafting so slow right now. Ah. That's another bad thing about direwolves. They're really fast. Aw. I saw an article, and it recommended that people who play video games, to stay healthy if they do it for an extended period of time, they should do like 5 push-ups every time they die. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, I would be so buff if I did that. Because, like, you know how bad I am at video games? I die all the time. Nice. This is one I haven't gotten before. That's why I did that. That stego, if you get too close to it, it'll kill you. Okay. Melee damage. Oh, it's a Kintosaurus. That's why I got so confused. Last time I got close to one of these, I was like, why'd it kill me? Guess it's not because it's a stego. Stegos are passive. I guess Kintos are neutral. Or territorial. Because there's a lot of animals in this game, or dinosaurs in this game, who are passive, but if you get too close to them, they'll not act passive. I also don't like how, like, the dinosaurs don't take fall damage. Like, look at this. Sabertooth just hopped right off, and he's like, cool, time to kill you. Oh. I don't think I'd be able to bench 5,000 pounds, but I think I could easily throw my body weight around. Because right now, I weigh like 220, and if I was doing bench press, or if I was doing like push-ups every time... Okay, let's see if this works. If they just smack me off the edge... Yeah, knock me off the edge. Come on, throw me off the edge. Will I survive this fall? See, that's what I thought. Last time that terror bird jumped off after me and hit me. Do that with the 50/20 Ultimate Custom Night for FNAF. What? No. No. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm very happy being the very weak and chunky boy that I am. Here, let me... There we go. I just raised the gamma a little bit. Now we should be able to see a little bit better, even though it's turned nighttime. Okay, so there's a thorny dragon and a scorpion right here. Scorpions are slow, but they're deadly if you get too close to them because they'll knock you out like the Titan boas do. Except they're really good at it. Yeah, it's chasing us. It's not super big of a deal. But of course, if we dilly-dally, it will catch us. Rage gives you adrenaline. Y'all have seen me die in like hardcore Minecraft. I don't really rage that much. I just get sad. I'll sit there and I'm like, Dang, most of the time they have a little adventures note with this. There probably is one, I'm just not seeing it right now. We can't waste too much time on that. We're trying to get back to our base, especially since during the nighttime it gets so much worse. Because 1, it's harder to see, and 2, I honestly feel like the animals get more aggressive at night. But no, I'd be down to do a challenge like that. But for right now, if I did that, I'd be like super buff. Because y'all have seen how many times we've died. Actually, we can check right here. No, right here. Since we've started, that's how many times we've died. Yep. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we would have already done 15 times 5. What is that? I'm not great at math. What? 75 push-ups? If we did 5 every time we died? Yeah, that'd be close to 75. And this is the annoying thing about Scorched Earth. It has been absolutely scolding throughout the day, and now that it's nighttime, we're freezing to death. You get used to the jump scares. You do get used to the jump scares in Ark, especially if you die all the time like I do. Oh, there's a direwolf, there's terror birds, everything's chasing me. Yeah, it is more of an annoyance in this game. Because at first I used to, like, get scared by everything, and now whenever I look around, I'm like, why? I swear, once we get everything set up and going, it'll be a lot more fun than just dying over and over again. Even though there is a bit of, like, fun in trying not to die. Heck. I'm already about to die. I'm constantly running away from things. There was a direwolf behind me, but I think I might have lost him. But there's a thorny dragon over there. Honestly, their attacks, if you have a high movement speed, you can probably get away from it. The thorn attack that it shoots at you, because they fly really slowly in this game, and I think they turned it down because it used to be too OP. It used to be a point where, like, it would get angry at you, and all of a sudden you'd be poisoned and dying, and, like, you had no idea why. So I think they turned it down because of that. Oh. Go on, go. Oh. I ran out of stamina. You didn't even flinch at the jump scares, oh my gosh. Oh, look how far we got down there. Our base is, like, right here, though. Because I was running in the wrong direction. Doesn't really matter, though. I wasn't going to make it. There is a hog right there. There is a megalomon back there, and there's a hog right behind me now. The big tall things that look like sloths, also dangerous. Oh, hog's still chasing me. They're like the passive neutral I was talking about. Go over me. Please. Okay. Yeah, we're freezing to death right now, so we're already at half health. Which means getting down from heights like this is going to be really hard. We're about to freeze to death anyways. Yeah. I just want to get a tame. Okay, I know I asked this earlier. So, y'all saw that scorpion that I was running from a while back. That, like, big... It literally is a scorpion that's just been supersized and animated to fit into this environment. Oh, I already got that adventure note. Come up with a name for it, because I want to tame that thing. And it's really easy to. All we have to do is get, like, rotten meat. Oop. Rotten meat, a slingshot, and some rocks. And basically we are super easy to tame those things. Because even though they can cause you to lose torpidity, or actually, sorry, the higher your torpidity, the more likely you are to fall asleep. They can raise your torpidity and knock you out really quickly. But they are also kind of weak to slingshot attacks. Ooh, ooh, running away from everything. Ooh, just trying my best not to die. And failing miserably. Okay. Doing everything. All like Scorpo the scorpion. The funny thing is they're not even called scorpions. They're called like pulmo, like it's something weird. But yeah, I don't think Scorpo would be bad. I'm gonna run back down to that valley and see if I can survive. The problem is right now, even if we were at our house, we probably would have died a while ago. Oh, Pegomastax are so annoying. That's the little animal that just stole from us. It runs up and steals one of the things from your inventory, and that's basically all it does. When you kill it, you can take it back. Which was really annoying because this one time I was running around with only arrows, and I just did what's called passive shielding. I think it worked. Oh, it didn't work. No, it might have. I got the terror bird to target onto that big thing, which beat the crap out of it. Oh. Oh! Bad pig. Stop it. Unidentifiable words. Is that me just, like, freaking out? Yeah. That's how it do be sometimes. Like, I know the reflection is pretty strong in these. How well can y'all see the screens in front of my face with these? This parasaur is nice. This direwolf is not nice. This is just gonna be a stream of me dying over and over again, honestly. Because it's such a fun game to play, even if you're just dying. Okay, okay. Honestly, if he could just walk over here, that'd be really nice, because I'd probably bounce off of him. I'd take advantage of him. Okay. Oh. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Thorny Dragon didn't shoot anything at us. I was kind of waiting for him to. I'm going to be collecting things on the run, so that when we get to that drop that almost killed us last time, I'm hoping we will still have enough health to survive the fall. We have to eat things to make sure we survive. Yeah, this is Ark. You have unlimited lives, but the thing is, you can't make progress, so you're basically just stuck like this until you can figure out how to not die. Like, as annoying as that is, oh look, that's the thing we're gonna tame. Nobody, villager noises. Yeah, exactly. Like they're very effective for displaying my emotional status at most times. Because I have two main villager noises that I make. There's just the and that's normally when I'm just either confused or just like kind of just kind of annoyed by something. And then there's like the depression one, which is just I'm very happy and in tune with my villager noises. They're also extraordinarily effective. Yeah. One of the things I'm happy about with Ark, see that green light right there? That's my death light. That literally lights up to make sure I can go find my dead body, because it has things in its inventory. As you've noticed, we've died way more times than that, but there's only one light in the sky. The reason why is because they limited it to make sure that it's not like filling up the sky, like, oh, you just keep dying over and over again, so we're going to have to light everything up. So instead of doing that, it'll light up the most recent death. And I'm pretty sure if you go back through, you can actually go and find the other ones and turn the beacons on. But after a bit, the bags decompose and they just disappear. So you can only leave like your inventory bag on the ground for like, I think it's, because I'm playing single player, I think it's like a full 20 minutes or something like that. What is that emoji? Oh. Yeah, I'm just working on things. doing what I can. The path I was taking last time wasn't too bad. It just, I think I jumped from too high. Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't seen a rock element yet. Ah! The funny thing is, on my last file, I tamed a saber-tooth and I named him Manny from like Ice Age. Aw, we have like no health. No, don't do it to us, Manny. You'll add a monkey? Fresh boy, you're like 50 monkeys behind. On another stream, when I'm braver, we can do the like 5 like push-ups per death. But for now, no. I'd be down to do something like that for Fortnite, because it takes a good amount of time before I die in Fortnite. Yeah. Just gonna be lots of monkeys, fresh boy. I don't recommend spamming them, though, because then chat will automatically start filtering them and going, hey, do you want me to block this? Let's go. It's such a process to, like, start. The funny thing about Ark is I've seen, or no, like, a lot of the things my brothers like to say about Ark is, oh, it's just a complicated Minecraft. And to an extent, I can see why they would say that. But at the same time, like, there's so many things that just aren't like Minecraft in it. Oh, there's more than one. I refuse to die because of these things. I would rather die this way. Oh my goodness, I died. Just pure frustration. My headphone wire keeps getting in the way, and I'm trying not to rip it out like I did last stream. Oh, I was on accident last stream. That is an Argentavis, and it will kill us. The best part is when you first spawn in, there's like a half second of grace period, but then after that, like, everything is out to kill you. What? Death. Oh. Hey. Argentavis, if we can get that, are super cool and super useful. Because obviously they're flyers, so we can ride on top of them. They can also pick animals up, and they can also carry pretty heavy weights. Meaning, that mountain that I was talking about, this mountain way up there, that has all the metal and the obsidian, if we got an Argentavis, we could have it fly us up there, and it could carry a bunch of weight. And metal and obsidian obviously weigh a lot, even in this video game. They weigh a lot, meaning you need a special tame to get you up and down the mountain with all that material. And the Argentavis is the best one for it. Oh. Direwolf over there. Yeah, it's literally just an out. See, that is a mantis. Mantises are actually hard to kill. Like, I don't know. Like, I understand we spawn in a hard area, but generally they spawn, like, really close to, like, caves and stuff. Because caves are areas that, like, no matter what, Ark will beat you up in. Caves are, like, the area that the game developers just went, what's the easiest way to kill someone? And they just put everything in there. Like, my last file, I had good armor, I had good weapons, I had good tames, like, I had good dinosaurs and everything, even with that progress, I probably would have like immediately died in a cave. Like caves are just hard, or at least most of them are. There's like 1 or 2 caves on the Scorched Earth file that like no, there's one specifically. It's a water cave, and obviously there's much water here. You go up on top of this mountain, you dive straight down into this pool of water. All the way at the bottom is the cave trophy, because each cave has a specific trophy, and you need to get all the trophies to spawn in the boss of the world. And I've first off never done that. Second off, never beat a cave, so I'm really far from like ever finishing one of these files because each one of the DLCs or maps they have is so much content, honestly. Like, I'm high-key amazed whenever someone does finish them. See, metal deposits look like this. There's sulfur deposits that look similar, but they're very different because they're more yellowish. There's a capro in the water, and there's a direwolf next to my stuff. What to do, what to do. Run past my stuff. And just try not to die, because that stuff has basically nothing in it. It's okay, that was a water bug. How many dangerous beasts should we add? Lead developer, yes. That is very accurate, Galaxy. I'm glad you understand. Going outside is dangerous. There's a direwolf right there. So I'm just gonna go this direction. This is literally more dangerous than the last time I did this. The sad thing is, literally the file gets like easier the more experienced you are. Because even though the longer you've been playing, the higher level everything spawns in at, it's also that like once you get better stuff, you'll start killing the surrounding things. So there's a lot of dangerous things here, but like once we get good stuff, we'll be able to start killing off a bunch of this stuff. And I was looking for an inventory that had anything in it besides like just berries and stuff that I'd gotten while I was frantically running. But there doesn't seem to be anything, so we're gonna have to rebuild that inventory completely again. Yeah, honestly, Subnautica is a really good comparison. And yeah, I have Discord. But yeah, Subnautica, very good comparison. I guess the only difference is like, well, technically there is like a storyline if you were to go into it on this, but it's not quite the same. Like there's lore that you can look into about how everything got here. And yeah, I did just punch over a tree. Except in Ark it's slightly more realistic in the fact that you get a little hurt each time you punch it. In Minecraft, you just get wood. See, one of the first things that I did when I set this area up, like in my other file, I first off got a storage box inside my little house, and then I went outside and I collected all of these bushes, because the bushes break once you've collected all the berries out of them. And the reason why that's good is because you're able to see what's around you. So I couldn't tell if there was a direwolf next to our house or not. Right now we don't need this for this. Okay, put those on. This provides 10 armor. Ark Survival is the prequel to Subnautica. I mean, no. But, you know, like Subnautica is a cool game. But it's not quite right. Like I treated Subnautica like kind of like Ark. I watched a bunch of gameplay on it, learned how to do almost everything in the game, and I don't even own the game. Like, I've played the game before because one of my friends own it, and like I would go over to his house, and whenever we would hang out, I'd play it for a little bit. It is pretty cool. Need a pickaxe, get stone, and upgrade your house. Look, fresh boy. I know what I'm doing. It's just hard to do it. Let's calm down. Mini buff boy. Okay. So the funny thing is, I go to 7-Eleven a lot. Like a lot. Because there's a 7-Eleven right next to my house. Not right next to my house, it's like down the street. But my brothers and I like to make, like, we'll make these trips to it and we'll just, like, walk over. And, like, I'll normally grab something like Mountain Dew. But today we didn't go to 7-Eleven. We went to HEB because we needed to get, like, dishwasher detergent or whatever. Oh, and I'm emptying them out so that the bags disappear. And to replace my normal double gulp, because I drink a lot of Mountain Dew, if I'm being honest, I just got a 2-liter, and I've been filling this up and drinking it. So at the very start of this recording, I filled that tumbler up. That's what it's called, tumbler, all the way up to the top, and we're almost done with it. And basically, it's just because every time I die, I'll take a sip. And that wasn't even part of my plan. That was just me, like, needing some sugar each time I died to raise my spirits. This is the annoying thing about the water in Ark. It gets glare from everything around it, but you can see there's a capro in there. YouTubers make 7-Eleven look bad. What YouTuber makes 7-Eleven look bad? 7-Eleven is an amazing place to go. See, that's the capro I was talking about. 7-Eleven is like... You drink too much Dr. Pepper? Yeah. I know a lot of people like Dr. Pepper. I'm not... Like, I don't dislike it. It's just that I have a couple sodas that I think are better. Obviously, Mountain Dew being one of them. Like, I'm just more of a citrusy person. And Mountain Dew having, like, that really good lemon lime taste to it. Unlike Sprite, who tries to say they have lemon lime. Ugh. Sprite's not bad, just not a fan. That's basically it. Also, do you like how quickly we grow beards in this game? Look at our man. He's hairy. Okay. Let's reassign a couple things. I think we need to obviously get our stone axe and then get our way to a spear. So we're just missing wood on that. Soon enough, we're going to have to start upgrading our weight. See that mantis over there? Mantises are so dangerous. And I'm not going to waste the metal by mining it right now, because one, we don't have a refining forge, and we won't for a good bit. Yeah, 7-Eleven is really good for ices. So I'm not going to mine that yet. I can make 3 perfect. The reason why I'm making more than 1 is because you can throw them as well as just jab them, and also they break really easily. So I prefer to have a couple backups. Let's get this out of our inventory. I'm going to leave the narco berries there just in case we get the chance to knock something out this time. I remember the funny thing is, the way I got settled last game, Moralitops, the big water jug creatures, like the massive camels basically, they had killed terror birds because they will attack things if they have to, like especially if there's like 2 Moralitops. If something attacks them, they'll fight back. And I think it was Moralitops at least. They ended up killing terror birds, and I harvested the terror birds for hide, and I got enough to make like a bed. I got enough to make a slingshot, because you need hide, and it doesn't take much hide to make slingshots or even like a bed, but it's more hide than I have. Like, in the file I had before this, I had rows of just hide because of how well I'd been doing. But right now, we are not having that progress. Okay. Let's see specifically what I want to do. We're going to do that in a bit, but not yet. clubs aren't bad. These aren't bad, but we need hide for that as well. These are super useful, but we need... Oh, we could actually... Okay, bows and arrows, honestly, super valuable, and I'm thinking that's the next thing we need to work on. Last time, I didn't get them very soon, because I was like, oh, I don't have enough materials for that. But then I forget how easy they are to get materials for it. Like, the arrows, even though they're called stone arrows... Ah... There's a sandstorm. It's all good, fresh boy. Yeah, Coke is pretty good. I know okay, I actually have 2 jobs now. I don't know if I mentioned this, but and we're just sitting inside, so it doesn't really matter. So I work at the catch. And we don't have Pepsi products. Like, and by that I basically just mean like we don't have stuff like Mountain Dew and the good stuff. We have Coke and Dr. Pepper, which is fine. But at Wings, which is where I got my second job recently, they also don't have Mountain Dew. So I don't know. I'm just annoyed because I'm a huge fan of Mountain Dew, and both the places I work don't have a way to give me Mountain Dew. And I know that's kind of like a petty thing, like, oh, you got a job, but you're complaining about what types of drinks they give you. But, you know, it is important. Just spamming buttons to eat berries. They do very little to help with dehydration. They do a little bit, though, because we lose health for dehydration. And you get a little bit of water. What you hear right now is a dire wolf right outside. I was gonna say I might be able to glitch my camera outside the thatch roof, but I don't think I can. Wait, let me check something. I know there's a cinematic key that I can press. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay. Dang. They won't even let me zoom out of here. It's called the orbit cam. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say like Coke is my favorite either, but where I do work, because I can't get things like Mountain Dew or anything like that, I drink Coke instead, because Coke is pretty good. I'm not gonna say it's my favorite. You know what's a really good combination? So the place I do work, we do have Sprite and we do have Minute Maid lemonade. Mix those two together. It's like Mellow Yellow almost. Like, it's really good. So like I mentioned, one of the cool things about this DLC is they have storms. So this is one of the 3 types of storms you'll see. You have sandstorms, you have heat waves and heat storms, where you have to get inside good insulation areas. You have to get underground is actually what it says specifically. And normally what I'll do is I'll just put a tent down, because tents have better insulation than even Adobe does. And then the 3rd type of storm is called a lightning storm. It does absolutely nothing unless you use guns. If you try to shoot a gun, it will not let you because of the lightning storm. No idea why, because like the first couple of guns you have in this game are like flintlocks, so it has no sort of like electrical thing, but it acts as an EMP, and it basically disables electronics. Even though like the first couple guns you get, like here, you probably won't be able to see it because it does silhouettes, but the first gun you get is, there's a crossbow right there. First gun you get is right there. It literally works like a flintlock. There's no electronics in that. It is literally the hammer pulls back and causes a small explosion in the chamber from the from the gunpowder that shoots basically what is supposed to like be lead in this case, but in like what we actually have is like little metal balls. So there's no electricity involved in that, but for some reason it does that way. Mountain Dew and fruit punch. I've never heard that combination, but I'd be down to try it. I don't have fruit punch on hand. I have Mountain Dew, but I don't have fruit punch with me. I don't know. That sounds like it could actually be pretty good. It's really annoying that I can hear them outside. What I'm tempted to do, I have a good bit of fiber. I'm tempted to... Here, that'll add a little bit of armor. It's very minor amounts, but it'll add a little bit of armor. Just this hat, because I can't make the gloves or the hands. But it'll add 10 points worth of armor. So if I do get in a fight with them, I'm slightly more likely to win. What? Galaxy, what is you trying to do? That's the one downside of the storms. They do take forever sometimes. And this is basically what I do when I'm playing on my own, even when I'm not recording or streaming Ark. And like a storm happens, I literally sit here, I'm just like, normally go through my phone. We've already been going for an hour and a half. Honestly, this stream has gone by really quickly. I think it's just because I'm playing Ark, because I really do like Ark. Like, it's not like I dislike Minecraft, but I guess the time just flies a little bit faster when you're dying. You know, like usual. It should be letting up pretty soon, because it generally doesn't go on for too long. I tried to label the gun type. Oh, I mean, in Ark it just calls it like the simple gun. Like, it doesn't even give it like a name or anything. Oh, nice. That is the end of it. It'll still look bad and grainy outside. And that dire wolf that was prowling about probably hasn't left. Almost guarantee it. He's probably close by. Wait. You want a baby turtle named Felix? I mean, that's kind of cool. Actually, funny enough, I saw some turtles today. I went disc golfing with my older brother. We went to Lions Park, and that Capro can't jump very high. Capros can jump super far, like lengthwise, but they can't jump high at all. Like, they can barely jump higher than I can in game. See? Like, it seems pretty high, but see how far he went versus height? He can't jump this high. He can't even jump onto that ledge. Okay. So we need wood in order to make our bow. And then to make arrows, we need thatch and flint and fiber. They can't actually come inside. They can beat up the house as much as they want, but they can't come inside. Hey. Do you want to stop it? Or get in this doorway so I can hit you? Come here. Let me hit you. Are you an idiot? Did you jump off the side? I bet he jumped down there. Or he's just wandering around outside the house, being angry. You have a turtle, that's awesome. Do you have a name for the turtle, or is it just like a random turtle that you just chill with? Yep, did exactly what I thought it would. Jumped right off the side. Perfect. Okay, yeah, that's kind of the good thing about the shelter. So it did do damage to our walls, but obviously not enough to where it's gonna be a big deal right now. Okay, funny story. Let me read this. What the heck? That's actually really cool. So you own a snapping turtle? I don't think I would chill with a snapping turtle too much. Like, I've had very few encounters. There was this one snapping turtle that I found on the side of the road. Obviously I felt a little bad for it. I was like, oh, he's flipped over, like literally on the side of the road. It wasn't on the grass. It was in like the shoulder. So like, he was like basically sitting next to the curb. Oh, his name is Timmy. Nice. And I was like, okay, I'll do him a favor. I'll at least put him in the grass so he doesn't get ran over. I wasn't gonna like take him home or anything. So like, I flipped him over, and obviously he hissed at me, as they do. Oh, when you say I ran away, do you mean it ran away? Because if you ran away, that'd be kind of funny, but I wouldn't blame you because they're kind of vicious. Nice. We got plenty of arrows. But it was mossy. What? When you say mossy, do you mean like it was covered in moss or something like that? Because that actually sounds kind of cool. Okay, so we have 23 arrows. That's actually enough to kill most things. That's the funny thing. Like, it's enough to kill like most level 2s and 3s. And with a couple more shots, we should be able to kill most other animals. So we're doing pretty well. I made one too many clubs, which is kind of annoying, but it's not that big of a deal. We're going to have to brave... oh, it was covered in moss. I mean, that's kind of cool. We're going to have to brave this down, like this area down here. What I'm hoping to do, though, is find something to kill first. Because if we can kill something, and then break it down for hide, like that capro honestly wouldn't be a bad thing to kill. I need to get its attention first, though. I just need this gamma to go down. Like, this is so bright. There's so much glare. There, I hit it. Come here, boy. See, it doesn't take too many arrows to kill these things. See, it's already killed. It's a level 9 that would killed us earlier. That saber-tooth is still going to be a problem if it stays there, but it's running away. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and head down. I'm going to pick up the arrows out of it. You don't always get all your arrows back, but you get a couple normally. Oh. Nice. It had some things in its inventory. I had 3 more stone arrows. We literally got more arrows than we did from, like, shooting it. We started with 23 arrows, and now we have 24. Okay. I hate getting wired headphones because I chim them. Chew them? I mean, that sounds like a... Like, I hate to say it, but that sounds like a problem you made. Like, have you tried not chewing them? I know that sounds kind of dumb, but I think I would fix the issue that you're talking about here. Also, how much hide did we get? Because if we got 40 or plus, we can make a simple bed. What else do we need for that simple bed? Fiber, thatch, and wood. But once we have that, we have a simple bed, meaning we can spawn back here as many times as we want to. Like, we'll have to wait in between spawns, but we'll be able to. Chew. Okay, good. Okay, there's a couple things that I recommend then. This right here is one of the headsets I own, this Alltech Lansing. Their Bluetooth headset. It's actually really nice. I think it has like 10 hours worth of playtime on it. I have another set of headphones called Soul of Republic. They have 13 hours of playtime. They're wireless as well. These are wired. So like, if your main problem is just chewing on them, I'd say you could probably get some really good headphones with wires on them and just like learn not to chew on them. But, if it's that much of a problem, there's plenty of options. I know I had this one pair of wireless earbuds. They weren't wireless earbuds. They're the type that have the wire connecting the two earbuds, and you just wear like this, and they have a little Bluetooth connection. So it's like a wire in between the two. Um, those aren't actually that bad though. So what we needed was thatch. What? Oh, I didn't close the windows. Oh, and Thomas, look, the stream actually worked with Arc.
I mean, that's good, but
Yeah, I don't know if Blaze did that or not.
you understand it's like 10 degrees warmer in here than any other room of the house right now.
Could you fix that for me?
No!
Oh, okay, it's just kind of like a second nature. You just naturally do that. I mean, yeah. Wireless, like headphones, wouldn't be a bad option then. But you gotta make sure you're getting good stuff. Okay. I mean, I guess kind of one of the downsides to the Bluetooth things is whenever it has, like, obviously a limited battery life, the Soul Republic headphones I have, they scream at you, and they're like, hey, you're running out of battery. And it's really loud, because you'll be listening to music, and you're like, this music is a good volume. But the Bluetooth volume itself is, like, really loud, so it freaks out. The Alltech Lansing headphones I held up a second ago, they're almost the exact same way, except when you connect, you can put your headphones on as you're connecting to your phone, and then the second it connects, it makes a really loud beep noise. So it's literally like beep beep, and that sounds normal. It's perfectly fine most of the time, but if your like headphones are turned up at all, it makes it really loud. And I know that takes up most of the space in here, but now we can respawn here. It's a huge step. Also, we have something available. I'm gonna make it go up in weight. There we go. Level 17. We unlocked some Adobe things. We need to unlock a couple things then. First, Order and Pestle, Spark Powder, Clay. A couple reasons to do that is, in order to make clay, you actually have to make it in mortar and pestle, which I think is funny that you unlocked it at 5, but you can't make it until 6. But whatever. And then, in order to make Adobe, I don't know if we have to have wood unlocked. Yeah, we do have to have wood unlocked. That's not a huge deal. We only have 85 Ingrams right now, so I'm not going to waste it on that yet, because we're not transitioning over to Adobe just yet. Okay. Whoa, you watch streams with data and everything? Dang. That's hard. Like, I don't use my data very often because it's not very reliable, but then again, neither is my internet. Okay, since we have it, we can actually go ahead and make our slingshot and a water skin, since we actually have the hide to do it. We still have a little bit of leftover hide. What I'm thinking of doing is relatively soon. Yeah, one small step for Mossy, one large step for surviving in general. Yeah, it's a huge step. Like, now when we die, and it's not an if, but when we die again, we can get back to our stuff. Also, I see another Capro. We're about to get another kill. Was that another Capro, or was it just like a saber-tooth chilling in the water? Oh, dang. I mean, if you have the data for it, that's kind of cool, but yeah, it would be hard to play video games on data, even if it's reliable. Yeah. I mean, you technically could get data streamed to your laptop or computer specifically. Like, you can have the equivalent of Wi-Fi using data for your devices. One of the things I had in the last world was I had a ramp that brought me up and down this part, because this ledge is a really good place to kill things. And I want to do that again. But first I had to put a foundation down, because you can't place ramps without foundations, just kind of as a rule. It helps with building. I need to put foundations, and then I can start building a ramp there. But I need resources, and to get resources you have to fight, honestly. Surveying the land. Where's my closest death? Nice, I'm not actually seeing one. There's a terror bird down there. You know, the funny thing is terror birds are really annoying because they're really strong, really fast. Or when I say strong, I mean they hurt a lot. They do a lot of damage quickly, but their health is actually rather low. So you can kill them quickly. Downside is if you want to tame one of these things, they eat your torpidity. So you can use like narcotics on them, but they go through a lot of narcotics. She liked the dino game? When you say like dino game, is it called the dino game or is it something else? Because I'm playing a dino game right now and it's a rather interesting one. Okay. Let's see, can I make that foundation yet? What am I missing? Fiber. There we go. So the cool thing is, one of the most regularly tamed animals on here, the funny thing is, in this hard area, you will not find your boas very easily, but when you do, they're really easy tamed. You just knock them out, give them some miho berries, and they become your friends, basically. The thing about them is they'll, like, wag their tail and make noises and basically freak out if there's a storm coming. So that's one of their uses, and they can also sit on your shoulder. That's basically all they're good for. So they're kind of cool to have, but they're not very useful besides that. The no internet dino game. Oh! I was thinking of something completely different. For a second, I thought you were talking about this dino game, and I was like, dang, you have an HP laptop that can run this? You've never seen me play GTA Live? You know, I did that the other day. I mean, did you see the, I mean, I guess you didn't since you're saying you hadn't, but during the stream where I was gonna do the scary game, and I did for a bit, and then I went to GTA, I played GTA for like an hour straight. And then we played GTA during the super stream. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I wanted to start having, because I noticed this a lot, I would use parts of like other streams as like, oh, this is a good time to play this game. The problem with that is it doesn't really give like specific games the time to actually like shine, basically, because there's some people that like GTA a lot and would be down to watch, but I don't play GTA by itself on streams. Normally it's hidden inside a Minecraft stream or something like that. So I basically was thinking to myself, I was like, I need to start actually specifying streams more. And one of the ways I can do that is, for example, like I always wanted to play Ark. I mentioned it all and talk about it during other streams. So I want to just have an Ark stream. And I basically want to have more streams like this where I take a game that I don't always stream and stream it. Because they're fun to watch. They're also fun to like do. Very good games to play. Oh, I can make glove. Can I not make shoe? That is sad. I think I can make shoes with the last bit of hide I have. The last 4 pieces of hide. No, I can't even do that. That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, the annoying thing about sleeping bags is it takes 25 hide, and you can only respawn there once. With this simple bed that costed 40 hide, we can respawn here as many times as we like. It's just we can't respawn there super often. So I think there's like a 2-minute cooldown or something like that. So basically all that means is you can't die and then immediately die again. And they have that in place to make sure that you're like, I don't know, cautious still. Guess that's the best way I can put it. Okay, I'm not dropping this rotten meat or spoiled meat yet because like I said, I wanted to tame that one thing. I'm going to eat all these berries though. I'm not going to eat these berries, but I'm going to drop most of them. Drop. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to deal with being a little slow right now. Yeah, that's the funny thing, like, GTA is honestly pretty interesting to play, and I'll probably have a stream for it later. But right now, I'm just enjoying myself in Ark, because Ark like I said, is one of my favorite games to play. Like I enjoy it the most. Like I enjoy Minecraft a whole bunch, but like right now I'm in a very big Ark mood, because you know how like sometimes if you're like I don't know, there's certain games that like just are better sometimes. Um, so I think right now I'm just in a very big Ark mood. What was I doing again? I was gonna do something. Ooh, you know what I could do? If I still have that 4 pieces of hide, I could make a bola. Bolas are super valuable, because you can throw a bola at most things that are gonna kill you, and it'll stop it. And you can just kill it while it's stuck. And I also use it to tame things. So all the time, something will be running at me, and I'm like, oh, I'm about to die. And then I'm like, I got a bola though, and I'll just throw it at them. And it's really effective. You can obviously miss. There's certain animals that cannot be caught with bolas, like kangaroos. You have to use a chain bola or things like that. You like playing Minecraft mods? Which mods do you use? Because there's a couple of different ones that have been like recommended for me to play. Because I know some people were like, you should play RL Craft. Some people, or specifically one guy, I wrote this down. This is one of the many things I write down. He said I should play Conquest Reforged, which isn't a bad idea. Because I looked into it a little bit. It was pretty cool. But I don't know if I will. Nice, we have a bola now. We have a bola, not Ebola. Very big difference. I'd almost be down to tame this panther or this saber tooth, because you don't actually need that much. You basically just need to have a way to knock it out, and slingshots are a way to knock it out. You can knock things out by hitting things in the head with rocks. Oh no, your console ate your discs? That's bad. I had okay, first off, my sisters are significantly younger than me. But they did something egregious. They destroyed one of the discs that we had to the Wii, which was like one of the only consoles my family had. Like because we never had like the consoles we have and had were PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and the Wii. So we had the really old ones. Um and on the Wii that we just got, like it was like I think 2008 when we got it or something like that. You should play Ark Survival. Write that down. I'm playing that right now, my good sir. Yeah, but one of the things that like we did a bunch of was I'm losing my train of thought and I'm trying to say words. Oh, one of the games that my brothers had was like it was a dogfight game, and by dogfight I mean like two planes are shooting at each other basically. It was like a little like war game. It was really cool. Um, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that. Fresh Boy, I thought that was obvious. The stream is literally called Playing with Dinosaurs, and the game title and the category it's underneath is Ark Survival Evolved. Which, funny enough, this game is actually newer than Minecraft. Look how nice it is. Look how cool it is. Like, just admire everything, like all the like game design and editing that went into this. You like the Feed the Beast mod packs? Honestly, that's not too bad. I've played a couple of them, or like had a couple files on Feed the Beast, um, but I've never gone super far into them, just because I either was like kind of filling up my time with something else, or just because I never got really in depth with them. There's an oil beetle over there. You know how we saw water beetles earlier? That over there is an oil beetle. And now we can fill up our water skin so we can get water if we're not right next to us. It works like a canteen basically. Yeah, I'm playing Ark Survival. Yeah, this is called Ark Survival Evolved. It's released in 2015. This is Scorched Earth, the DLC for it. I have Ark Survival Evolved. Like I have gameplay or just like a couple episodes. I think it's like 2 episodes right now. Oh no. So y'all are about to see how to use Ebola. You left click, and then you release. So he hit me once, but he won't be able to hit me again. Now he gets to die for it. This is free hide and meat. There we go. No, Ark Survival. I don't know what you're saying. Oh. I lost my free meat. Where'd it go? There it is. See, hatchets or axes get you more hide. Pickaxes get you more meat. And when you're hitting stone with a pickaxe, you're more likely to get flint. When you're hitting stone with an axe, you're more likely to get stone. When you're hitting a tree with a pickaxe, you're more likely to get thatch. When you're hitting a tree with a stone axe or a hatchet or whatever, you're more likely to get wood. Yes, wood. And I'm not a bully. He was about to kill me. Like, that's called self-defense, kids. And now we have more hide, which is a good thing for all of us. Because now we have, look at that, 63 hide. Okay, that makes more sense, Fresh Boy, because I had no idea what you were talking about. I was like, we are playing Ark, though. What do you want me to do? I got very confused for a second. Okay, drop this. Oof. I just heard a lot of feedback when I... Sometimes when I say S's, I have a lisp a little bit, so it would be like a very high-pitched S at the end of words. So I have like feedback, so I can hear myself talk just a little bit. It's not to a point where I can understand everything I'm saying, but it basically just lets me know that my audio is still on. Yeah, I lose brain cells pretty quickly and pretty often, if I'm being honest. Yeah, look how many times we died. That's so bad. Look how many times we died. But that's okay, because we made progress, you know? We're already, like, what level are we? Level 17. We have a house set up, we have a bed. We're trying to find something to tame and beat up. I need more stone, and then I'm getting mortal and pestle. And being encumbered is a bad thing. But, you know, you're not going to die immediately from it. But if you sit here mining all day, eventually the rock's going to break in a second or two. Just give it a minute. There it goes. Oh, and it broke my axe. Amazing. But we got a bunch of stone from it, which is the main thing we were looking for. Mortar and pestle. We still need thatch. That's what I was thinking. We need thatch to make that storage bin. And the reason why that's so important, is because storage bins allow us to obviously store things. And this way, we don't have to constantly worry about stuff. Mortar and pestle. This will allow us to make certain things. So first off, we can put things like our stone and our flint in here and get spark powder. Spark powder isn't super useful right now, so I'm not going to turn any of that away. I'm basically just going to use it as a way to store stuff. What do I need to fix this? Probably flint, now that I threw all my flint away. I'm guessing fiber, and probably wood. Stone getting stone, cannibalism. I know, right? Hey, stop that. Oh, we're probably going to die again. Yeah. That's a level 19. I didn't get a chance to do anything. But look, we can spawn on our bed. He's going to be running around outside of our house. You know, if I get to my body quick enough, I'll be able to get into my inventory and use Ebola on him. See, there he is. Hey, buddy. Come attack me. Ah, jerk. Get out of here. Ugh. Scary boy. He'll get bored just like the direwolf did. Or the other saber-tooth did. Didn't he run off the side? Okay. So my body is like right here. I can see the green light from it. Jerk. Come over here. Other side. Oh, did he run off the side like I said he would? Or am I gonna get killed the second I walk out here? I'm gonna go for my inventory, just in case he didn't run off the side. He ran off the side, didn't he? That's hilarious. Okay. Yeah, you can see there is damage to the building itself. That won't be a big problem unless someone else tries to break it. Yeah, thanks for the nether monkey. Okay. Oh, and this is the skins. So what I can do here, we can make it look like I'm wearing glasses. I have glasses on now. Don't I look pretty? All right. Let's see. And I don't really have a reason to have any of this stuff because I don't even have the things that those skins could go on. I'm thinking I'm gonna move my stuff around, find out what I want. Okay. But yeah, see how much easier that was now that we have a bed? Like, there was no running around. There wasn't me diving off cliffs. There wasn't me running from other creatures. It was just, oh, I respawn here, picked up my inventory. Easy. And in a bit, I'm down to actually go kill that panther. Or, sorry, saber-tooth. Now, what do I need? What do I need? Thatch. That's what I was just talking about. I also need thatch to fix my stupid axe. A singular thatch would do. I remember I used to always walk around with this. What, mate? I know, right? You got some good glasses on. This man looking good. Yeah. The annoying thing is not everything can be taken down by Ebola. Like snakes obviously aren't going to get stopped by it. Really big animals aren't going to get stopped by it. So it mainly works on things like against panthers or saber-tooth and like dire wolves. And pigs. Those also work too. So yeah. Oh, and we need thatch anyway, so I'll just keep getting it. There we go. Is that enough? It is. Nice. Whenever we craft, we slow down. Did my feet break? I think... No, I never got enough hide to make my feet. My footsies. There we go. Now we got feet. So now we have a full 50 in armor. That's the reason why, if you didn't notice, when we were fighting the saber-tooth, we didn't die immediately. Like, we actually had a chance. We were able to fight him off for a bit. Also, I can already tell the difference wearing these glasses and streaming and like playing video games versus not wearing the glasses and trying to stream and like play video games. I feel better, like physically better. This is like made to be. Like this is absolutely perfect. I don't know if y'all saw it, but just past our shelter, I saw a little tail sticking up. But I specifically recognized that it was the scorpion tail that I was talking about. And I just got some extra stone so I can knock it out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to spread this meat out. The reason why you do this is because it rots faster. It's a weird game mechanic, but it rots faster that way. He's angry. You don't want to get stung by him or else you'll pass out. We got a level 8? Nice. Come on, Scorpo. You're going to be our new pet. Fall asleep. Okay, he's running because he's about to pass out. There he goes. Down he goes. And this is our only piece of rotten flesh right now. Oh, we got 2 more. There you go. And if he does start to wake up, we can make him eat those. So, torpidity, which is the unconscious bar, that purple bar right there, is called torpidity. The lower it gets, the worse, because that means he's more likely to wake up sooner. Taming obviously means the more likely he is to be ours. So once we get to 100% taming, he'll be ours. If he gets to 0% unconsciousness before we get to 100% taming, he's going to wake up, which is a bad thing, because then we're going to have to knock him back out. But for the most part, it should be fine. Once he eats, since he's only a level 8, it'll still take a bit. And that's actually a female scorpion, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Come up with a better name. Use a pickaxe for a tree and an axe for a stone. I know it doesn't make sense, Fresh Boy, but let me explain this one more time. Okay, for pickaxes, they get more thatch from trees than stone axes do. They get more flint than from stone than axes do. So if I hit a stone with my axe, I'll get more stone. If I hit a tree with my axe, I'll get more wood. But if I want to get thatch or flint, I'm going to use my pickaxe on the stone and on the tree. I know it doesn't make sense, but it's that way for a reason. I can't tell you the reason either, because I don't know why. Nice. He only ate one piece of rotten flesh, and he's already halfway there. Hey, Josh the meme guy. Good day to you, too. So we're playing Ark Survival Evolved, obviously. We just knocked out a, it's a scorpion, you know, big ugly scorpion. This is our first tame in Scorched Earth. We spawned into the hardest spawning area, in the northern half of it. You know, we're right there. We basically died for the first hour. Stop thinking Minecraft. I mean, I understand it's like Minecraft, but it's different. Significantly. Okay, I didn't die 5,000 times. Let me show you how many times I died. That's how many times I died. So that would be 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30 times, okay? You had to change your name? Okay. Hey, look! Okay, y'all never... Okay, its name is Polly. Spelled incorrectly and horribly. Polly? Y'all never gave me a name. Actually, no, it's not Polly, it's Plum. I think Plum is a better name. Especially since it's Plum. Plum. No, dang it. Plum. There you go. Plum the scorpion. Look how happy he is. Yeah, we died a lot. But that's because we spawned in to the hardest place on Scorched Earth. And now we have our little base set up. Our tiny little base with a bed. And this is good progress. It could have been a lot worse. This is a little storage bin that we are going to stick all of our stuff in and then take out exactly what we need. That's basically it. I'm going to take out this and this because that way we can craft more arrows. We need more fiber for that. 8 more arrows, perfect. Happy boy. I got all my stuff. So we have 25 arrows. We have... Do we have a bola? Nice, we have a singular one. I'm going to put my slingshot in my inventory, but not in the chest. And I'm going to have my little man follow me. T is the hotkey I use. When I press T, I whistle. It tells him to follow me. My little scorpion follows me. I press Y, tells my scorpion not to follow me. The little scorpion doesn't follow me. When I press T again, scorpion will, you know, eventually come to me. There it goes. Now, let's try and not get this thing killed. Because we can't even... eventually, we will get to a point where we can ride this thing. Let me check how it is. Okay. That's its saddle. We have to get to level 22. We're level 17. We're not super far away. 5 more levels. Especially since we're able to kill things now. We should be golden. Actually, I'm going to leave my scorpion here. I don't want it to die. Yeah, stay here. Name him Blueberry? I don't know. Blueberry doesn't sound like the best name. I like Plum, and it's a girl, and I think Plum fits it. Hey, let's kill this big snake. It's a glitch. It's not supposed to be able to climb up this high. Oh. Nice. That was a level 20 snake. No wonder it took so long. Oh! Ah! Back, demon, back. If it bites us, we'll pass out. Nice. Plumberry. Plumberry. That's not too bad. Just one name. That'll make it easier. I don't want to get too complicated here. Okay. Normally higher level things have inventories where they have things. It's got arrows and another slingshot. I'm going to go up in movement speed. That way we can run away quickly like cowards. Nice. We got raw prime meat from this. If we get a chance to knock something out, that means it'll be a little bit easier. Nice. Okay. Why, though? I'm looking around for enemies and other things I can tame. There's a saber-tooth way out there. That wouldn't be a bad tame. Do you all see the 2 Moralitops that are just chilling at the top of that mountain? Can't wait for one of them to fall. They don't take damage or anything. I just think it would look funny. Okay. So we're bringing back goodies. Flight or fight. Exactly. Literally, I have that set up. Like, my melee damage is eh. My speed is eh. So whichever one I choose is either going to kill me or save me. It doesn't really matter, honestly. Okay, so we have 169 hide, which is an okay start. We can start looking at specifics. Let me see. It takes a lot of hide to do certain things. So we could make hide armor. The only problem is hide armor gets you hot. And if it gets too hot outside, we'll start dying from heat. We need to look towards a large storage box because it's not much more expensive than that box right there, except it'll give us a lot more space. And I wish there was trikes nearby, but I haven't seen trikes nearby at all. Also, these guys, whenever you have animals, they will make the weirdest noises, but most of the time, they're perfectly fine. Okay, I want to make it stronger. There we go. Give us this rotten stuff. And raw prime meat, like, goes bad really quickly because of how valuable it is. The reason why it's valuable is because if you knock something out, make a room for your plum. Nah, that's a lot of materials. If you knock something out and give it raw prime meat, it'll go really quickly through the taming process, and that's the reason why it's so valuable. I'm reloading on Mountain Dew, which I think someone drank. I think someone stole some of my Mountain Dew, those jerks. Which isn't that big of a deal, but whatever. This isn't sponsored. I know I shouldn't have to say that, but might as well anyways. Perfect. Alright, so, you may be wondering what some of these things are. A couple different things here that I should explain. This is literally just a trophy. This is like a, oh, good job, you killed it. It's Titan Bow of Venom. You can't really do much else with it. Like, you can drop it, you can move it around, nothing else. This is a recipe, so if we get, basically, if we do all that stuff and then throw it into a cooking pot, we'll get, medical brew, so it'll heal us. Besides that, I think I've already explained everything. And yes, Mountain Dew. Good stuff. Alright, so let's see what we need to do. And what we want to do. So, we can go ahead and start working towards that stuff. Honestly, Moralitops are really useful because, like, on the island map, you could get you can get a trike, and it'll, like, gather berries and fiber and resources like that for you really quickly. But there aren't really trikes on this map. Like, I know there probably is, but this area doesn't spawn trikes that often. So you're more likely to get a Moralitops, and they collect berries just as well, if not better. So I'd be tempted to tame one of those guys, but obviously they're not in the best place. And you need narco berries for narcotics to make trank arrows, which is the best way to knock things out. So I think right now, the best thing we can do is just improve our like our living area. So I want to make that little ramp down to that second floor that I was talking about, that second ledge. Trying to make sure I don't die out here. I'm not gonna say that because it's not true. I'm not sponsored. I'm pretty sure I can get in trouble for saying I'm sponsored by someone that I'm not sponsored by. And also, like, who would sponsor me? Like, no one would. I don't do anything, like, super big. Like, people that are, like, people that are actually famous and they, like, get a lot of viewers get sponsored by stuff, but very specific stuff, like, certain types of, like, gaming chairs, and, like, they get sponsored by people that do online designing and stuff like that. Like, I don't get sponsored. It's just how it be. Also, did you spell it that way on purpose, Fresh Boy, or is that just like a stroke on keyboards? Oh, I'm dehydrated. Okay. Let's see. Still need more thatch and fiber for that. And then to make the ramp, I didn't even unlock it. What was I doing? Okay, I'm pretty sure I can make that, can't I? I need more thatch fiber, okay. Pretty sure I have it in here. Fiber, and like literally no thatch. So we need one more piece of thatch, one more piece of fiber. That's frustrating. Well, we have... Oh no! I made this door useless. You can't get out of it. Get out. Okay.
Is this some clothing that I see?
Maybe.
Boy.
I'll move it in a second. It's all good.
That's it. Because of that, I'm gonna listen to this video in the background and I'm gonna play Wii. That's your punishment.
Don't? I mean, you can play Wii in the background. That doesn't matter.
I'm gonna listen to the video too.
Can you not?
It's not gonna be full volume.
Well, that doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. Okay, you did that on purpose. That makes sense. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of this rock. Once you get rid of this rock, you can actually climb up this cliffside. Most things can't, which is I find funny. But for some reason, your survivor can. There we go. And if we're not over encumbered, which we are, we would be able to get up that cliffside. There we go.
Hey, where's the input remote setting?
For
TV.
I don't think we have one for this one.
Oh, okay. There's
Yeah.
just an input button. It's 82, right?
No idea, man. Oh, you have 3 sisters, Joss? Well, I also have 3 sisters. I also have 2 older brothers. There we go. See, you can get up here. Problem is, it's worthless until we build that ramp. So we have the fiber, we have the wood, and we even have most of the thatch. Fresh boy, I have no idea what you just said or what you were trying to say there, because that is confusing as all get out.
How long does your stream delay?
It's only like 30 seconds.
Somebody also, hello people liked my tweet in response to In a Butcher Shop. It appears I am not alone in my wish for factory set.
I think a lot of people are wondering about it. Can you get her out? She's loud.
So you know how a ton of celebrities got in hot water because they did a crappy match cover?
Microraptors are really annoying because look how tough they are and they don't give up, so you have to kill them. Die. Finally. Goodness.
No, it's even better than that.
There we go. So now I have to be worried about not dying from other things.
Here, let me show you the beginning of the video.
And I will partially cave in on that idea. I like the idea of Plumberry. I've been mulling it over. Change name. Plumberry. There we go. Plumberry, level 12. Hey, Thomas. All right. Oh. Yeah, I know wee sounds are in the background. They're actually, they're trying to play behind me.
Oh, dude, have you seen my level on this? What is it? It's 1636.
No. Why?
I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to keep up.
So we have plenty of hide. Meat. Wii is one of the best consoles. I can definitely agree with you there.
As good as it could have been. But basically, Thomas, he went 9 under on that whole course, which is traditionally considered perfect.
I'm tempted to buy more arrows. Not buy, but make more arrows.
No, there was not a lot.
Oh yeah, there never is. So.
Dude, no, it was like they
Alright.
literally it was.
I'm gonna leave Flint here, here.
I'm quitting. I'm not feeling it right now. Samuel and I played disc golf.
Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna empty out my inventory so I can run a little bit faster.
What we were going to do was we were going to do the front 9 and then dip to Academy.
For why?
Stroke.
We were feeling it. I was like,
Never had.
Samuel,
Wii.
you should really, like, get another ditch besides
Wii's
the
honestly
And
pretty
he said,
good.
Yeah, sure. We can drop by Academy or something.
I mean, I know one of the best things we used to play,
No, it's
like in my family, was all we did was play like Super Mario Galaxy. Like we obviously played the other games too, but like, okay, so there's a hyena right here. He won't attack me because, yeah, he doesn't have a big tribe or a big pack. If he had like 3 or 4 more members, they would like attack me. But because it's only just him, I can actually run up and hit him, and he'll even run away. It's actually really funny. But if he has like 3 or 4 more members, they're like super deadly because they'll definitely attack you. Seeing a Titan bow way out there in the distance. Okay, my sister. Alright. It's a very loud house. Let me go close my door again because for some reason they don't understand when I'm streaming. That's what I get for being in a loud household. The Lego Star Wars. We actually, okay, so we did have Lego Star Wars for a bit, and that was actually a really cool game. Oh, there's the hyena again. Hey, buddy. You can actually tame them, and their saddles, I don't believe you can ride them, but their saddles, you can put meat packs on the side of them, and they act like a preserving bin. Which I guess is kind of cool, but this fishing area isn't a bad place for food source, but really we don't suffer from a food shortage, especially since we live in such like such an aggressive area. There's always like a fight. Yeah, so I actually had 2 people in the room a second ago. That was both my brothers. They're not horrible. They just choose bad times to wander in and start talking. The funny thing is, I even made a sign like that I keep on my door, and I flip it over, and it literally says streaming on one side, so that they like know not to be shouting and stuff like that. They are bad for recording. It's honestly not horrible, I'll say that, because for one, even though it's a pretty loud house, with my mic the way it's set up right here, because I'm still using a headset mic, it's not like you're going to hear too much background noise. Obviously, y'all could hear them talking, and you could probably hear Shay talking for a little bit. But I went and I know Thomas and Blaze moved out to the living room. They're probably eating again. And then Shay just is wandering off doing her own thing. Oh. I do believe we're about to experience a lightning storm, which, as you're about to notice, does absolutely nothing to people who don't have guns yet. Because if you're in the game and you don't have a gun yet, the game has lightning storms that do not affect you. I like how they still like bark at you like they're gonna attack. I will say probably the worst part about being in like a loud house is I do have a lot of family members and they will use the internet obviously, even if I'm streaming. It's not a huge deal because like we have a good internet service for the most part, but streaming puts a strain on it. That was amazing timing. Like, did y'all see how perfect that was? I got just inside my house, and then it tried to attack me. That is hilarious. Great job, Plum. Oh, yeah, that was Shay. I was basically, like, pushing her out of the room a little bit, and she's just dramatic. She's pretty funny to have around. Like, I can hear her right now, but I doubt y'all are able to hear her over the mic. Because she's, like, across the house making noise right now. She is loud and a little annoying to have around because she is loud sometimes. But for the most part, she doesn't cause any problems. I need stone. I don't think I'm going to have enough stone for this. Like 1 stone over here, wood. I need more stone. That's annoying. Yeah, Shay is a little loud. Yeah, Shay is the youngest one in our family. She's right now like 4. She's turning 5 in August. So yeah, she is still pretty young. So I will say sometimes she doesn't know when to be quiet, but that's not a huge deal because she doesn't really get in the way as much as you'd think. Ooh. So I got 1 of the ramps. We're actually going to need 2 ramps to reach all the way down there, which isn't a huge deal. And this is where I'm going to be putting my meat to cook. And I don't want to use wood to burn it because using wood to burn things is kind of, it's not great. So instead we're going to make spark powder. Fresh boy, that's actually really funny because I'm not a quiet kid in school at all. It's just like this, like, sitting at home for most of the day for me now has like calmed me down a lot. So yeah, I'm not actually a quiet kid at school, like at all. Most people would laugh at that comment. and be like, "You're very wrong." But I'm not horribly loud. I'd say that. I would spend a while trying to figure out where to cut out the youngest. Yeah, actually, the funny thing is, I have had to edit like parts of my videos, like because someone came in, like I had a full-blown conversation. But if it's like a little thing, it's not that huge of a deal. And with streaming, it's like it's not like I can exactly like get them to stop or get it out really easily. So I don't worry about it too much. Perfect. Now we have steak, the good meat to replenish. So now we just need a little bit more wood, and we can make a second ramp. I know what I used to have set up here was foundation, similar spot, 2 ramps, and another foundation. It did not connect all the way, but it was close enough to where you can jump. Oh, just a bit of a crackhead? Okay. I wouldn't consider myself a huge crackhead, but I could definitely be one. The older two, you don't care? I mean, basically for me, as long as it doesn't disrupt the recording, I don't care what's happening behind me. I know I've been tempted to go online and like get green screens or whatever, because I know I obviously don't have the best background. Like that right there is a Minecraft poster. That's a Starbucks poster, and that's some random thing we got from a Chinese restaurant. Wait, let me point to it correctly. Yeah, that some random thing we got at a Chinese restaurant. They gave it out. It's like one of the Chinese calendars. It's kind of cool, but at the same time, we were like, we don't need this because we don't care. There we go. As much as we're gonna be able to fit in that campfire right now. Perfect. Okay. So we have wood in here. That's good. We needed that. Flint in there. We don't really need that right now. Hey, we got another level up. I'm tempted to do weight because that's bothering us, but at the same time, we're still really weak when it comes to movement speed as well as our melee damage. I used to use a green blanket. Yeah. I mean, I don't need anything super fancy, but I think I would like to have something a little bit more, like a little high quality. That way I could just like pop it open and have it set up. But yeah, I guess you're right. It doesn't really matter what's behind me. I'm gonna go up and wait anyways. Yeah, sometimes it can be like that. Okay, so we're level 19 now. We've unlocked a good hand. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Like the hyenas have these saddles, but they're not really saddles because you don't ride them or anything. It literally just lets them hold things more. We can make a preserving bin, which wouldn't be a bad investment. We don't really need it right now. Movement. Okay. Why though? I know for us, we don't really bother too much with that, like our school, especially since we like, you know, we wear uniforms, so we don't really have to worry about things like that too much. Doesn't really matter. Let's go. Throw more hide in here. I don't know. You could have put any name there and I wouldn't know, probably. So it doesn't really matter too much. You don't have to be precise. Oh, we can make a second ramp now. It's perfect. I'm glad we got through the night, because the night's so annoying. What day are we on now? It's day 2. It's pretty good. Nice. Ugh. We're just barely missing it. Let me see if there's a way to get up there anyways. The funny thing about Ark is the way most like people jump in this game is it's a very glidey, like you go really far forward for some reason. A little bit more thatch. Or no, we need more thatch and more fiber. Because I'm probably going to do the same thing I did last time. Put another foundation here to help you get up. Yeah, uniforms aren't that bad. Honestly, like, it does make things kind of easy because I don't get up in the morning and think about what I'm wearing. Yes, short boy. Look at short boy. Even if I made our character super tall, he wouldn't be able to jump up here because the jumps don't change and where you can go don't change. It literally just changes the way you look. And that's the reason why it doesn't really matter the way the characters look in this game. I just thought it'd be hilarious if his, like, if he was absolutely super buff, but had the height of like a third grader. Okay. Still can't use that door. So we got that ramp set up now. So basically we can use this as an entry as instead of having to run all the way over there, all the way over there. Just makes it a little bit easier. Especially since we got rid of this big rock right here. There's a direwolf over there, and I kind of want to tame it. But in order to tame it, we're going to have to get trank arrows. Or at least, if we want to do it easily, we're going to have to get trank arrows. To do that, we need narco berries, and then we need rotten or spoiled meat, which we have plenty in our plum berry over there. So, yeah, you need 5 narco berries to make a single narcotic, and then it's a single narcotic per every arrow. And you have trank arrows, and to knock out a direwolf, it's probably gonna be like maybe like anywhere up to like 10 trank arrows. So we're gonna need like 50 narco berries, which is super easy to get when you have like Morello tops tamed. But because we don't, I'm just over here spamming E as I run through bushes. Which, you know, we're getting a lot of fiber and getting a lot of berries in general. But we're also picking up a lot of things we don't need. Like, we're picking up seeds. We've unlocked some crop plots, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter. What the heck? Okay. Ugh. There we go. So we can drop this. Honestly, we don't really need these berries. I'm gonna keep the silk because soon enough we'll be able to make our desert clothing. Yeah, so we're only able to make one because we have one spoiled meat in there. But yeah, that's basically the whole process it's gonna take to get our trank arrows, which are super useful, but kind of expensive. Okay. Do a food review? I don't have any food, bro. I can't do a food review. That's kind of essential. If you want to do a food review, you have to have food to eat. Do we even have trank arrows unlocked? That's level 21, and we're level 19. Oh my goodness. We can't even get trank arrows yet. We might have to knock him out with, like, a slingshot. Or even, like, using the club. At least we have narcotics, because we can still, like, keep him knocked out with narcotics. Which I guess is helpful. Or if we keep crafting stuff and...
Restaurants with drive-thrus open?
Whataburger.
No, I'm saying, like, if you want to go get food, we'll go with you.
Whataburger.
Get it.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, my idea is the sausages have to be meatless.
Let me look around.
Or
I'm trying to figure out what we should get next.
the
Because there's only a handful of things that can actually help us right now. Or that we can actually do or achieve right now.
It's already 9:47.
Dude, I honestly want Taco Bell.
We have plenty of hide. I'm thinking we can actually go
That's
ahead
capacity.
and get stuff for our hide armor. Because that's better armor, and at night it's dangerous anyways. Because at night it'll get cold enough to where we can actually use this. If I do food reviews, you'll donate bucks. Again, Fresh Boy, I don't have any food to review right now.
I love those memes.
Alright,
Sleep with the dry cough and makeup
let me see.
concert.
That was the first one I saw.
The wooden tables are actually not super useful. Oh, airbucks, yeah, cool. Oh, we can level up in something. I'm gonna go up in melee damage. Because the higher you are in melee damage, the more effective your arrows are for some reason. I don't understand why, but that is something that works. Like, handy dandy arrows right here will actually do more damage if we have higher melee damage. Okay. Oh, never mind. Oh, we can make a whole one arrow.
There's a message for it.
13 more arrows. Perfect.
Oh, look at that. Thomas quit playing because he's doing bad.
I don't know why I put narcotics inside my scorpion's inventory. I'm going to leave them in here for now. I'll leave these in here. Oh, my ears are popping.
About to give someone 1, 2, and sword.
I'm going to leave this stuff here.
Something finna get gun.
And let's get this stuff out of here. Perfect. Yeah, we have a pretty good system locked down right now. We have 31 steak already. That's great. Because we actually have food. Leave him with all that good stuff. When do we unlock his saddle again? Or did we already? 22, okay, so we still got a little bit away. Alright, Fresh Boy, that's all good, man. Let me see. Honestly, I'm probably going to end the stream in a couple minutes. I'm probably just going to hit the 3-hour mark and end it there. Because, you know, it's not super healthy to sit down for 3 hours straight.
Setting my progress.
Um,
That's legit. I hit her so much more.
but yeah,
That's actually a
that's true. You can always go back. Because after the stream finishes, they automatically upload to my channel. So if you ever want to like check something or like rewatch parts of it, you can always go to the channel and go through it. Or even if you have to miss part of the stream for a bit, you can pull it back for a little bit.
I never understood how the AI
Oh, dang.
hit you like twice and you get knocked off.
There's 3 big doggos.
This is such garbage.
Let me lure them in. And try not to die. Come here, bark. Bark at me, boy. They bark. This is the part where we try not to die. We have to scale this rock face. Get over here.
I'm also hitting.
Oh, dang. I got out of their distance before they even got over here.
Sometimes it'll
I got distracted, dang. I thought they would be faster.
That's the thing that actually this game I didn't think was very well made.
Hey, idiots.
See, and then you
I'm
just
right
do that
here.
and combo them to the wind.
Come here.
That also, I was watching from my point of the screen, and every time she hit you, you like go back a mile. It's like,
Come here, boy.
whoa. She inched towards
This is a really good way to level up. Just kill a whole pack. And it's okay. By the time we get to the point where we level up to Trank Darts, we'll probably have more direwolves spawning in. Yeah, bamboozled again. The good thing, yeah, see, we level it up from killing them. The good thing about direwolves, this is the reason why I wanted to tame them, because when you do tame them, you can ride on them. You don't need a saddle or anything. You just sit on their backs. So this got me plenty of hide, plenty of meat. Just picking up my stone arrows right now, because if you break down their bodies before you pick up the stone arrows, you don't get them. Okay. There's 3 dire wolves. Level 22, level 14, and just a level 1. No wonder why he died so quickly. Nice. Oh, we're about to run out of water anyways. It's probably a good thing we're down here already. Nice. That was actually really quick. That was faster than I expected it to go. They were weak. The funny thing about having water skins is I forget to drink out of them before they're ever even useful. Like, they'll already be empty by the time that I'm like, oh, I need water. Okay. So we have our little wooden club. I technically could have killed off 2 of them, bullied like one of the lower level ones and hit it in the head enough. But I don't know, that might have taken too long. It might have just been easier to do it this way. By easier to do it this way, I mean it might have been easier just to wait until I get trank arrows anyways.
Should I cap on pickup basketball?
Because I technically could tame one before I get to level 22, and I'm actually down to try because...
About to be a fuck ton of trophy.
No. But you know, I'd be down to have like
It's going happening.
a rideable tame before level 22 because they're actually really useful.
Yo, Blaze, you're on my team.
Yeah, they are playing sword fight.
Dream team is
But
shit.
nah, Thomas is playing by himself right now. Blaze is just chilling in the room. It's funny that you recognize what they were playing from just the noise.
You're officially fired.
Okay.
Best shooter on the team.
So he
That I hit
is
the
off by
shot
himself,
point
as far as I'm aware.
second buzzer.
Come here, boy.
Dude, that was such
See how well bowlers work? Now I can just hit him in the head. Except he can also hit me if I get too close. No, stop it.
alright.
His reach is longer than mine. He's level 16, I think, so... The problem is bowlers don't hold forever, so there's a chance he'll get out of this and start killing me. I know this looks bad, but I swear, it's okay. See, he's running away because he's about to fall asleep, basically.
Shay just got auto blocked.
Get over here.
She got bricked.
Do I have my slingshot on me? Perfect.
What? Whoop, whoop.
Where did he go?
Right there.
See how fast they are? Like, they're not amazingly fast,
Shay, get up.
but you can level them up and they'll go even faster.
That wasn't a 3? That's amazing.
Oh, you fickle. Oh, there's a saber tooth right there. Oh, there's a saber tooth right there. Dang, I think I was that close to killing him. Oh, you play Wii Sports too? That's pretty funny. Okay.
Get him safe, bro. Get him safe.
We're off to go save my stuff. But first, dropping off more food for my man. Getting rid of all this stuff before it's a problem later. Okay. Let's see if we can get our stuff without getting killed by that stupid saber tooth again. I'm just annoyed because I think we got pretty close to getting that wolf if we didn't mess up the first couple times.
There's no way that missed. There is literally no way that
Yeah, Thomas is playing basketball now.
is garbage.
This man is identifying every game y'all are playing just by sound.
Because they all have very distinctive sounds.
That's true.
Wii Sports Resort is a work of art.
I think he's going to agree with you on that. Okay, this panther's really annoying. I'm tempted just to lead him away and then get my stuff later. Come on. Get out of there. You won't leave my
Look at
stuff
shots,
alone.
listen. Look at this.
Yes. Leave the area. I'm going and getting my stuff, whether or not he likes it. Okay. I don't think I have the materials I need to build a bola. I might. I need thatch and stone, which I can get pretty quickly. What's weighing me down? Too much fiber. There's no reason to have that much fiber. I'm guessing it's probably the amount of pelts, because pelts are pretty heavy as well. Nice, I got 2 of them. Right here. So I'm gonna get his attention by shooting him with an arrow, and then I'm gonna use the bola to keep him from killing me. And then I'm gonna use arrows to kill him. See how close he was to death? That's the same guy that killed me earlier. Okay, I was about to say, that little growl you heard is from a thorny dragon. And even though I said earlier they're kind of slow and their attacks aren't that great, they can still definitely kill me. Especially if I give them, like, chance to. Oh, sounds like another guy's about to get killed.
Got it. Shay made the time shot 3.
Nice. No reason to waste arrows. He's only level 3.
Oh my god.
Once you have a system knocked down, it'll get a lot easier to do things like this. There we go.
I know. You know what I'm gonna do?
Nice. So I need...
Oh my god!
Yeah, they're going crazy.
It's done. It's done.
A single stone.
Dude, I had 0.9 and I barely had time.
Wow. There we go, stone. And I think I need like a single thatch.
That was about to fall.
There we go.
'Cause I needed
Perfect. Honestly, the bow and arrow, like once you start using it enough, you get good enough to a point where you can just do what you want with it. And you can basically do what you want in the game in general. Ooh, it's nighttime now. Those are drops. They have different materials that could be valuable. The white ones are the lowest level drops. So for me, it's not going to be super valuable. Like, they might have stuff that could be useful, but not really. Heck. There we go. Oh, that's fine. Okay. Let's put our hide that we collected with our other hide. Now we have almost 400 hide. 344, but, you know, pretty close. Let's see. What can we all stick in here? I just drop this for now. I don't need that. We can move this over. Yeah. It's a pretty good start. Let me put this away. There we go. So yeah. I mean, I'm actually down to go see if I can get that real quick. Oof, got hurt a little bit. Dang. Okay. So it's actually really cool. We got trank arrows. Even though we're not high enough of a level to actually make trank arrows, you can still find them. So that's really useful. It's a singular trank arrow. Okay, never mind. Not very useful. I mean, it's nice to have one,
I went literally.
but it won't really help me do anything unless I want to tame like a jerboa, which are the tiny little fur balls that basically tell you whether or not you're about to hit a storm. Ooh, and this is what I'm talking about. At nighttime, you get really cold. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and build that hide armor. Oh, I need fiber for that. There we go. See, having all that hide sitting around is pretty useful. And we can always change the glasses to that one. And honestly, until we start like dying of heat stroke or something in the morning, I'll probably just leave this stuff inside, or I'll just honestly get rid of it because clothing in this game is basically worthless. So yeah, we still have over 200. That costed like I think 80. Use it when you need it. Yeah, use the singular tranker when you need it. I mean, I'm gonna keep it obviously. What I'm tempted to do is I'm gonna take this thatch stuff and extend
It's a pretty fun hole.
my little house just a little bit.
Did you do it?
I don't think so. But
Maybe.
I'll probably extend it. Okay, I have one foundation, so I can
See how it
just get rid of this. Build this. Use my walls. The extra walls I got.
that's the only birdie I'll ever make it this off ever.
There's the roof. Perfect. And then we can add the door. The cool thing about the drops that have stuff like this is actually on the last file what I did was I found a drop that gave me it gave me all adobe like that. It was 3 walls, a single one, like a single doorway. So 3 walls, a single doorway, a foundation, and a ceiling. So I built a little cube in the middle of the desert. So if I ever get stuck out there at any points in time, I can just run into that little cube for insulation during storms, which is pretty useful. There we go. To keep me from freezing to death, I'm gonna stand basically right on top of a fire. It's the annoying thing, because the leather, like the hide armor I'm wearing, is actually normally hot in other files. Like you'll start getting like heat stroke, but on this file it's like, don't know why. What I'm tempted to do is get rid of this failure of a doorway, and I can replace it with the extra wall I have. There we go. Now it looks like I meant to do this. It'd be cool if I could put that over here and make that a door, a wall, but I'm fine with this. Later on, we'll just have to, move to a different house. Because I still plan on moving to a better adobe housing for obvious reasons. It's like, it's better. For one, it's stronger, and you won't die in the middle of a storm with it. You can hold all my extra stuff. I need the water skin, actually. I'm losing health from the cold again. Okay. So there's a couple symbols you need to know in the bottom right. So see that snowflake right there? That means you're cold right now. It basically means you might lose stamina, or you might just not gain stamina back very quickly. If it turns into an ice cube or what looks like a snowball, you'll actually start losing health. You'll take damage from freezing. And if you see a small flame in the bottom right corner, it means you're not gonna gain stamina back quickly. You're basically too hot. But if you see a big flame, it means you're dying of heat stroke. You're like suffering from heat damage. And if it's a red big flame, that means you're going through a heat wave in scorched earth. And to fix that, you can go where I go is I go underneath here because it says get underground. I go down there into that little pool and put a tent down, and it's basically perfect. Because basically, as long as you're inside a tent, you should be fine. But if you're underground inside a tent, it's even better.
I don't know anything on the play.
Alright, well, I think I'm probably going to end it there. You know, we did just get to 3 hours. We did a lot. First off, we died a whole bunch of times. We got a scorpion, we set up our house, we killed a bunch of things that originally killed us a bunch of times. We got, you know, plenty of stuff. We're looking pretty good. We're very short, but we're looking pretty good besides that. Yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks for joining the stream. Hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you all next time.